What's up, everybody?
What's up, guys?
You spelled wieners wrong, Seth. You fucking moron.
Oh, my bad, dog.
Stupid.
I before E,
asshole.
except after cunt.
Good God.
We on ears.
We not ears.
We not ears.
We not ears.
That's where Seth likes to put them in his ears.
I'm gonna put one in your ear if you keep it
No,
up.
you're not.
Yeah. Well,
No,
next time I see you, dog.
No, you're not.
He has little ears like me. So you must have a tiny wiener.
Who, me?
Dude, I mean, you want
Oh,
to find out, my dude?
Is there a
you
correlation
need
with that?
tiny ears? I don't know.
Seth has his.
I never really noticed if TJ had small ears, but I guess I don't know.
I don't have small ears. I got.
I don't
I
know.
ears
I'm just
barely
talking.
fit
I'm
under
just
these
making
headphones.
stuff
Oh,
up.
I was like, I don't know what he's talking about.
Dishes. Seth's got.
I have big ears, but
No,
unfortunately.
you don't.
We're measuring dicks right off the rip.
Oh, is that
Let's
what
go.
we're doing? Is this
Let's
like
go.
correlating? We're doing correlating, not causation?
I didn't say anything like that. I'm just saying. You don't have big ears. I don't know nothing about
¿Qué
you.
onda?
So yeah, there's.
Well, they feel normal. I don't know. Should we flex and be like, I worked on Memorial Day, dog? Bang.
We're gonna start that already. Huh?
I mean,
Such a fucking loser. I can't stand that fucking guy, man.
I did work on a day I don't have to work on. Yeah. You know what I did? I went to the park, dude. That's a good ass time.
Seth always works on
Hi.
Christmas and his birthday.
Yeah, that's what I like to do.
Birthday.
Nobody
His
likes me,
birthday.
so I went to work.
Nobody likes me, so I went to work.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, there were shitty houses. I had 6 houses I did yesterday. 3 inside and outs and 3 outsides.
It won't stop raining.
By
either, bro.
yourself?
Yeah.
6 houses? Big
Yeah.
houses? Medium?
Yeah.
What are we talking about here? Big?
Yeah.
God damn, dude. That sucks.
Dude, the,
The
bonita
smallest-
fish get
the
big?
The smallest exterior only was fucking 285 for the outside
Yeah.
only. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good sized day.
well, I had no option. I have to, it's been
Sounds like
raining.
it sounds like a 2K day. minimum.
You said too
It was.
gay.
It was 2K.
Gay.
Gay 2K, brother.
It was 2K and gay.
Jacob, and
And
get
then
the semen out of your
today,
beard, dude.
Today was 4. I did 4 houses today. I'm just trying to catch up, man. I feel I'm tired as fuck. My back hurts.
How's the weather been lately? Good? Or
It
better?
rained today.
It rains every
dude, that
day.
sucks.
Rains every fucking day.
I know it's been a lot of rain here too. I've been hearing that like around the Mike Nichols was saying the same thing. They got a shit ton of rain.
Yeah, it's just been really, really damp here. Super damp.
Today was
Nice
the
here.
mist.
And
It was that
I'm
mist
just,
shit.
yeah. I wanna point something out real quick that we all have the new WCR and Zero summer collection on, except for Jacob. WCR did not send Jacob any t-shirts, and neither did Zero, so that's a huge bummer. Chris and Alex should be fucking ashamed of themselves. The host with the most, the host of Tool Time with Jacob, did not receive any gear. So that's kind of I feel like that's an oversight.
I knew Zero logo's dope
I
though.
feel like, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
Which one?
The
Which
Jacob,
zero?
don't
What Zero
say that.
logo?
one you did.
Oh yeah,
Don't
I
say
was
what.
upset. I was upset they didn't use that for a T-shirt.
Yeah,
They
that's
might.
pretty slick.
They might. It just might be down the
I'm
road.
not cool like Sean.
Oh, it's
Sean.
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 Is that
Not
the
cool
Sparta
like
guy?
Sean. Yeah, the short guy,
But
the little dude.
Is
Is he cool? He seems
Oh, yeah,
like
he's
a good
really,
guy.
he's
Yeah.
a really good guy. I
Yeah.
really like Sean. Yeah,
Nice.
he's a really good.
Is he like live nearby them or something? Or?
I'm fairly certain they're childhood friends.
Oh,
wasn't
that's cool.
Sparta? Did he buy that or did he start Sparta?
He
But if
started.
it wasn't
He's
All right, what was-
He's a retired police officer.
like, so was Peter, right?
Well,
was
Peter's
Peter,
gay.
right?
Peter's gay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, his name is Peter, so of course he
Yeah.
has.
Completely different. Completely different.
Yeah, he's the one who like makes people so they're like, I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
Help!
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Get off my neck.
Get off my heroin needle, dude.
Yeah.
Oh shit. We're going off in left field now, guys.
That wasn't that bad. That was a little.
That was, yeah, dude.
That wasn't, dude.
It's supposed to be in the 70s tomorrow, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's been like in the 50s here. I mean, the wind won't shift out of the north.
Yeah,
Until-
that wind has been strong.
Until this weather, the jet stream changes, it's gonna be shitty here. Mark
It says
froze.
Monday we're getting 80 and Sunday. So
Pick
Mark,
the two
we're gonna have
commercial
we're gonna have like
locations.
zero spring. It's gonna be
Look how Mark
just
froze.
straight summer.
I don't even see him. I just see his name, Mark, in all lowercase. Mac.
Mac.
Mac. It's Mac.
It's cold here tomorrow.
Mark Tanner. God, what a fag this guy is.
To
I'm gonna
catch
be
up.
in barbecue competitions. You don't even know how to work a fucking computer.
Picked
You're
up
right.
2 commercial
Right,
locations
but I'll run a
today.
smoker.
That's
Why don't
awesome.
you enter?
I
Yeah,
will.
you can-
The last thing
you
you
can
want. The
smoke
last
this
thing you want
Mark.
is for me to fucking enter a barbecue competition against you.
I'll put
Mark.
up $1,000 right now.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, let's do
I
that.
don't have
That's
my
a-
wallet on me, but I have $1,000
So you
in
don't
my
need. I'll
wallet too.
spot you, bitch. Let's go.
Let's do
Hey,
it.
we're gonna have to.
Hey,
down.
hey,
Have to
Mark,
shit
if you
down
do,
in a-
do that
There's
competition,
one
let me
big
know.
difference between me and Mark in barbecue competitions. I can reach the top shelf in my smoker.
That's true.
Mark cannot.
That's true. I stand on a milk crate, but
You
that's
stand on a
okay.
milk crate.
It's all over once you turn it in.
Right. What are you? Are
Let's
you?
just
What
do this.
are you using the cheater pellet grill that you used to smoke your food this weekend?
No.
Because
No,
don't be fucking posting like fucking bragging fucking ribs fucking videos.
I don't
when
brag
you're doing
anything. I just
when you're
you
doing
what
it
I
on a
do.
pellet smoker.
I know.
You got your
It's-
Traeger.
look, dude.
Don't fucking be like, look what I did. You didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing but put the meat on there, guy.
Well, it's still the same process. It's
You
still the
fucking
same process.
no, it's not.
I mean,
No,
I
it's
I cook it the
not.
same way.
You
on the
cheater!
Traeger.
That's cheating.
No,
That's
no.
cheating.
Listen.
You know it's cheating. You know what I like
You're
is
right.
you know what I like is
It's
that now
Ronco,
that
you know?
Mark has got a Traeger, it's not cheating. But before Mark had a Traeger,
No.
that shit was for
He's
pussies.
shit talk. He's shit talk.
He
If you
talked
go back,
mad shit.
If you go back 30
Right.
podcasts out, I told you how I got my Traeger.
30.
Yeah,
Go
you
back
did.
100.
You did.
There was a
You did.
Yeah, I
foreclosed
remember.
house and it
You
was
did.
left outside. Okay, and I will agree.
They're nice,
It
dude.
does not cook even close to the way my
you know
other
what I would
smokers
like.
do.
You know what I would like one for, Mark. To be like super honest with you, you know what I would like a Traeger for? A brisket.
What's that?
That's what I would
Yeah.
like. I would like it for.
It makes a good brisket.
For briskets and pork
Yeah.
butts, I feel like you really, man, that just really takes a lot of the fucking the
See-
long hours out of it, man. You know what's a fucking
did-
super huge bummer is there's 17 people watching this fucking podcast and don't know how to hit the thumbs up.
Yeah.
15 of you are dick smokers, okay? Let's start there.
Yeah.
Let's start there. Hopefully you're not as goofy as that fucking guy, poor man window cleaning, that doesn't even know how to fucking close a clamp right. Did anybody see that shit? And
Yeah,
then the he's
yeah.
like, look at the quality of these clamps. Look at this lever. Look. You're closing it backwards, you fucking dolt.
You're a dolt.
Let me flex my muscles. I'm working on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Oh, you just got a thumbs down.
Yeah, probably from someone who worked on Memorial Day.
I think it's cool that we have someone of that stature cleaning windows on Memorial Day. I mean, I know Daffy Duck used to fucking clean windows, but to know that Kermit the Frog also cleans windows is amazing to me.
It is.
It's amazing.
Why are there so many windows?
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit. Oh
whatever, dude.
shit.
Notice
He'll
how
be in
Mark
the
gets quiet
comments.
when we start talking about his friend.
Hey, someone is asking. Someone's asking Seth a question.
Ooh.
Oh,
Got a question for Seth. Go ahead.
Guzman. Got a question for Seth. Recently picked up a fast food chain, and they want me to do the pressure washing. Do you know what setup I should look into?
Couple questions. Are you trying to get more pressure washing work? Is it worth buying or renting the first time? I would do the most inexpensive setup that you can get away with, make your money off of it, and then upgrade from there. So I wouldn't go
buy
lower than
a
4
5
gallons a
gallon.
minute.
Go buy a 5-gallon jug of fucking Zep purple degreaser for your first job.
Spray that shit down.
Spray that shit down real good. And if you're trying to, well, I mean, he didn't ask me. I mean,
You're not wrong.
Even though I used to do dumpster pads and drive-throughs and shit for fucking, but it's cool. Ask Seth.
He
does
didn't
residential
ask
work.
you, even though I see fucking
dude,
him
I don't know.
constantly
That's the question.
messaging you on fucking.
But yeah,
Squeegee.
whatever the cheapest option you have, nothing less than a 4 gallon a minute machine.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to pick up more, then you just kind of upgrade as you go.
Yeah, don't go bankrupt. Don't
Yeah.
go into debt.
I mean, if the job's only worth $1,000 for the year, don't spend more than like $700,
rent
$800
one
bucks.
then.
on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm a firm believer in buying what you can afford.
I agree.
I bought my first machine from a rental store. Had a million hours on it, but it always started up and worked.
They have a
Yeah,
Honda motor
I mean,
on
that's,
it.
that's all that
Yeah.
really matters, man.
That's all that matters is it has a Honda motor on it.
GX390. Yep.
He said he's sorry, Dad.
Yeah, he messaged me the other day about, well, dude, listen, bro, you were freaking out because you said your extensions wouldn't fit on your pole because of the fucking end cap and shit. Like, yeah, take the end cap off, brother. It'll go right on there.
Oh, the little rubber end
yeah,
cap?
yeah.
And sometimes you need to learn along the way. You need a big
Yeah,
brother
I'm
or
like,
a
bro, it's
dad
fine.
to step in and be like,
It's
"Dude,
fine, brother. I
take the end
got you.
cap off."
I mean, I'm not gonna fucking.
Well, he's-
Dad.
He
I'm not gonna
seems
fuck you up.
young, right? What's he, 20?
I think him and his
22?
dad work together. I don't know. He's a hustler. He's a hustler. So
Now you have to call TJ Pole Daddy.
Oh, the pole daddy.
yeah, but
I
I'm
don't
not
know
gonna
about
steer
that.
you wrong. If you call me and ask me for to place an order for you through Zero, I'm going. If I don't know, I'm gonna ask. You know what I mean? I'm going to ask someone that does know. I'm gonna hit up Steve-O, or I'm gonna hit up Jersey, or I'm gonna hit up Alex and be like, "Hey man, can you?" I mean, but for the most part, I pretty much know the polls. I use them all. So
The
You know.
pole.
if I tell you
Oh.
pull the end cap off, it'll work. It'll work. And if it doesn't, I'll make it work. I would have drove him a reducer up to Toledo yesterday if he needed it, or today if he would have needed it.
Toledo.
I
Drove
would've
to
given him my
Toledo
own-
in a Speedo.
Yeah, and would have gave him my own personal reducer, but that should go right on there, no problem.
Reducer.
Reducer.
Reduce D's.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, I'm fucking, I gotta watch what I say on here because I'm super mean to Tim and I talk over everybody and I act like I'm the host of the show and apparently I don't know.
I feel like you're not just. I mean, like, I don't feel like it's me you're mean to. I think it's us bullshitting and talking shit, and he doesn't know what that's like to talk to his boys like that. You know what I mean?
Because all
I
he
mean-
says to his boys is like, hit me, hit it, get harder, is what he says. So, notice how Mark doesn't laugh at when we make jokes about his friend.
I have some advice for Mark Anthony.
What's that?
When you go to your fast food restaurant, the first thing you need to do is what? You need to walk the drive-through and find out how close the nearest water hose outlet is, because if it doesn't have
work.
running water, then you need to bring water.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a super.
Dick.
Mark,
that's the first thing I look for.
And not just that there's
Mark,
water on the
that's-
building. Test it and make sure it works.
Mark is
I've done that a
Mark
bunch
is
of times,
super
so.
right about that, man.
Yeah. The
Make
worst thing is
sure-
to show up thinking
yeah.
you got this licked and you can't find water,
Yeah.
or the
That's a
outlet
huge
doesn't work,
fucking
or it's
bummer.
locked
And
up.
make sure you have a water key.
Yeah,
Yeah.
water key.
What's that, like $2.95 on WCR or some shit like that? It's like $4 or $5.
Yeah,
You get them, yeah.
water.
You get
I know
'em
you
anywhere.
can get them anywhere, but if you're gonna,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're ordering some from WCR,
Right. Throw in
Have
a
a
water
water
key.
Maybe Zero will start selling water keys.
Yeah.
TJ's gonna get water key rich.
or maybe WCR will start letting me sell shit for them too. I don't know. You know what I mean?
That's
Maybe-
true.
Maybe I can sell you water.
Maybe
keys.
they'll remember to send me fucking shirts. I don't know.
Yeah, or maybe Zero will come out with their line of water keys.
yeah,
You
dude.
know?
Yeah, dude.
I can
sense.
really.
The market is huge.
Fucking
all right.
Mark.
So what would you guys do? I got a job. I just landed it today. I haven't done it in a couple years, but
Okay.
it's all big plate class,
Okay.
and I really wish I had a big scrubber. But I know if I order it tomorrow, it will not be here on Friday morning.
Yeah.
Give me some water.
You know what you should do?
Shot
How
a
far
man
away
on the
from you
Mexican
from-
border. Cool,
I'm not
cool
driving.
water.
I'm not driving 3.5 hours to go get it. No, man.
Well, then you don't want it that bad.
No, I don't need it that bad. I'm just saying I would like it. But
You would like what now?
so what would you say for big plate class? What do you guys use? Do you guys use the big scrubber?
How
I
high?
don't do a lot of
How
big.
high?
How high?
How high?
Like 25 feet, 30 feet. Is the
Big
highest.
scrub, the super big scrub
The big,
9000.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
big
it's
dog
all-
9000.
it's-
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
You like it? Or no?
I mean, it's heavier than motherfucker.
It's
Look,
heavy.
here's the thing too.
Okay.
It's tough. I'd say like you got to be using. You got to use if you're gonna use that on a fully extended like a 30-foot pole. You're gonna want a high quality pole.
Well,
to put
I'm
that on.
saying it's probably 30 feet from the ground. So you're talking, what,
20.
25 feet of pole, somewhere
If
around
they're
there?
big
Yeah.
plates of glass, I use that at the OVH. That fucker wrecked. Like it chewed through that shit. I did
Yeah.
this whole section, and typically this one section takes me about 3 hours to do. I did it in an hour and a half with that thing.
That's what I was kind of
But
looking for.
that's
So
really.
it-
If you're trying to get it done
hasn't been-
fast, it will
It
work.
hasn't been done in 3 years. I got it by myself. I got 3 buildings to do. It's all
Yeah,
outside
it's heavy.
only, but
It's
been
heavy.
about 3 years.
It's heavy, but that's good. That
yeah,
it's
well, I
heavy.
mean, it's keeping pressure on the glass. Yeah,
Right.
that's
So
nice.
It is, but when you put whether it's a brush or a contact scrubber or anything, 2.5, 3 feet long, your pressure per square inch is a lot less than if you had a smaller brush. So if you really
True.
need to scrub, I don't care what pad you put on there. Personally, I'd go with an 18-inch boar's hair. I would scrub 10 windows, and I would have a second pole set up at the right height with a squeegee on it, and I would backblade those bitches as you go. No questions asked. Big
so you would backblade it.
Oh, absolutely. Big plates like that, dude.
All right. No, I mean, I'm just.
My shit turns
I only
out good, so
backblade
fuck
like when
Mark.
I'm on the water and stuff, where I feel like
I wouldn't
salt's gonna
backblade
get on the
shit.
glass. I'm not really near.
Then backblade it. If it
Alright.
well, you're not on the water.
No,
or
I'm
you
not
are?
on the water. So the only time I ever backblade is like when I'm like within 100 yards of the beach.
I'm just saying, if it's really dirty, it can't hurt. Like I said,
Yeah.
keep an eye on how fast they're drying. Do 6, 7 windows, and you look back, and it's still really wet.
Yeah, I already
Backblade
know
them
which
to where you
building
are.
I'm starting on. I'm kind of chasing the shade a little
Yeah.
bit. I know the
It's too much fucking
farthest
work.
building's going to get sun first, so I'm going to do that. I think last because by the time I get there, the
Yeah.
sun should be over. 3/4 of the way.
Also, look
I mean,
how
despite
well,
despite Mark's negative fucking review, I really like the big scrub. I think it's really nice.
I didn't give it a negative review. I like it.
Well,
I'm
all
I
right,
have
just
to backblade
pointing
shit
something out.
because I
So
got
if you
enough
don't
flow.
if you don't
to
have a
just
bi-
rinse all
if
the
you
shit off
don't
the
have a
fucking
big
glass.
scrubber, what are you using on it? Are you using the Enlight? Are you using hybrid
Yeah.
brush, boar's hair?
I like that glide or slide brush, whatever they call it, man. That thing
I'm
is.
done with square brushes. I'm not using
So
them
you're using
anymore.
the Enlight,
Quit.
or I mean the light brush.
What about
rather,
this? Oh, the
Enlight.
sill brush isn't a square brush.
No, it's not. That's so.
I like the sill brush, but it works really nice on like
for double
residential.
hungs.
So
It's,
far,
it's
yeah.
it's a double hung killer. So
Yeah.
yeah. I like the brush, Mike. Contrary to what Mark thinks about it, I think it's great.
I need to buy one. I feel bad I haven't.
Well, what
bought
did
one,
well
but-
the two I was
fucking
like
believe you, dickhead.
yeah I was a little no I'm talking about the Super Scrubber 9000.
Oh,
I'm not talking about that. I don't even know what it's called. I just called it the Super Scrubber 9000.
I think it is called the super
But it's-
scrubber. I can't remember.
But it's got two 12-inch rinse bars on it. I hooked a high flow hose up to it and ran my
Were you straight smashing water though?
No, well listen. I went through the first day I used it, I just went straight off my pure my zero pure
Zimbabwe.
max 9000
Okay.
with and like 150 foot of fucking hose and like another 25 30 feet
do
of
Allah
high flow
Akbar.
hose, and it fucking straight from the tap. And
I need to
then-
buy hose.
Great.
And then the following day, that section I said
Just make
usually
sure you
takes
get
me
some
3
quality
hours. I did it in an hour and a half. Actually, it does not consume any
teeth.
more water than you would. You're not, if you if you think about it, I mean, you're covering twice the surface area and rinsing twice the surface area, so you know what I mean. You're using the same amount of water as you would use with a
True.
smaller brush.
I meant more like using like yeah, and The high flow hose.
Flow.
I can fill. Yeah, I have water sources that work on every building, so I'm not too worried. I'm actually more worried that I'm going to chew the battery up more than anything else. Just kind of have it constant. You know what I mean? Like when you do residential,
Better
you
buy
get
another
stop
one.
and go when you pinch and stuff like that. You kind of give the pump a break.
Later, Mark.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice. I mean, I can't see myself using it anywhere else but that job, and only particular sections of that job. I'm not gonna fucking, like I've had it for a while, but I'm not gonna use it on a residential house just to shoot a fucking video with it because I'm not a fucking goober. But if I shoot a video with a tool, it's because I need to use the tool, not because I need to make a video with the tool. So
Well, it's nice to have the tool if you get a job where you can use it on.
Nice,
you know what I mean?
for that, for giant plates of glass like that, and they were in the fucking sun. And I was really surprised. Like Mark was saying, like I was surprised that it looked the way that it did when it was finished, because I was a little worried about, well, is this going to really dry really good? You know what I mean? Because they're filthy. Yeah. But it scrubbed really well. I think the only saving grace is that I do them twice a year, and the rinse. I mean, there's a lot of water. It's a lot of water. You know what I mean? It's a lot of water.
What does it there, buddy?
But I mean, you got to figure it's like the size of two brushes. So
It's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was also.
Or you can just
about,
get the pure water power wide ass brush.
Well, Zero makes a huge brush too. They make a brush.
Yeah, it's just been one of those things where I'm like, it's a unique circumstance where it's only me on Friday doing it. Like if I had two polls going, I'd be like, whatever, we'll get this
Friday
done, no problem. But yeah, I gotta do it on Friday.
It's a little late for that.
I know. Well, it just confirmed today. So yeah, I was like,
if you had that, I would have used that. But I would just do two brushes.
Well, it's not like you're gonna do anything tomorrow. You should just go clean.
I'm cleaning tomorrow. This week is a specialty. We only have 4 days.
You had a fucking.
You're going back in the field. I'm not being a smart aleck. I'm being.
No, I've been back in the field the past 2 days.
Oh, really?
And then he's back.
You're just
in
that
the
busy.
Chair. He's back in the chair Monday.
I wish, man. No, June. I mean, you know how June is. June is. I make my whole money for the year.
I don't like is the fact that Tim's fucking picture is all fucking jacked up in our fucking chat. Mean? It's just like on the screen. It's just all fucked up and looks stupid and irritates.
Are you sure that's just not Tim? No, I'm kidding.
Get him.
Don't. Dude.
What the fuck? Which one?
No, you're.
Which one?
Oh my god.
No, he means like your camera.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just all fucked up. I don't know why it does that. It just irritates the.
Well, it's weird. It looks fine, like in the
Zoom,
the chat,
in the Zoom, but on the live feed, it's all fucked up. It doesn't make any sense.
It's real grainy.
It irritates the shit out of me.
That's why I didn't know mine looked bad for a while. So you told me you're like it looks bad. I'm like, well, it looks fine on Zoom. Then I went back and
I'm trying to get Tim up to the top here. How do I know? Who do I take away?
Tim.
Top 10.
Get on top. Yeah.
Bottom boy. That's what he is.
There, now he's on top. Now it's fixed. There we go.
Yeah, I'm fixed.
Yeah, there you go. It's just it offsets the grid all weird. It just like I don't know if anyone else it bothers anyone else, but it really bothers me.
He's not off the top on the screen.
Yeah, it's
it keeps moving. Never mind.
I've also been using the new Zero light brushes. They're pretty dope. I like them. Mark, you have them, don't you? The boar's hair brush.
Boar's hair is next. That's the only one they should make. You want my opinion?
It's fucking dope. I really like it.
The density of that boar's hair. It's a game changer for that brush.
It's a nice brush.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
It makes Mark feel all moist.
You know what it is? Excuse me, Jacob.
Definitely getting wet.
What it is because it's boar's hair traditionally grabs glass and it's taxing on you. But that one, because of the design and the size of it and the way it swivels, it's not bad at height on a pole because there's but the amount of bristles on the whole brush, dude, you could feel that bitch just scrubbing. There, it is.
That scrubs really good.
Oh, Yeah.
Really good. And there's
Sounds like I need to buy that brush. I need it.
June 2nd. It comes out June 2nd, Monday.
I reached out to Chris because I've got a mod for it that I'm gonna do, and then if I make it work, I'll share it with him because I think it needs to happen with that exact brush, and I'll show you guys in the chat when I'm done.
Oh yeah, dude.
But yeah,
Cool.
it's a tight brush, man. That's my new favorite.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Yeah.
Working on Monday.
Working on Monday, yeah. Notice how Mark gets
I
quiet.
have bad
when I bring that
opinions,
up.
and my opinions
There
are
we
always
go.
right.
I take off
No.
every holiday. I don't care if it's Martin Luther King's birthday. I take the day off.
Martin Luther the King's birthday.
Martin-
Whatever it is, they have that
Martin
King's
Luther
birthday.
King birthday.
Martin,
Yeah, whatever that
the
is.
Luther King.
Yeah, Festivus. I take it off.
Festivus.
Everything. Right. If it
Juneteenth,
even
I'm
remotely
off.
if it's on the calendar, I ain't working.
National Transgender Day.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
Yeah.
fucking off.
Well, you know
Go
I'm
out there,
taking
take back
Juneteenth
and
off.
show everybody my goods.
Jacob's a ginger. He said he's taking Juneteenth off. So that's
Everyone
good.
knows I'm a proud black man.
My boys, my friend's half Korean, half Irish son is born on Juneteenth.
Mhm.
I'm like, look at him cultural appropriating.
Yeah.
This fucking day. Dude, give that back.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
I'm interested to see what iteration of the light brush is coming next. I mean, I already know, but I can't wait for everybody.
So you're
else
not
to get it.
interested. You can't wait for everyone else
Yeah,
to see.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious. It's just,
Well, I mean,
it's the best.
who
thing.
better to give it to than someone who's probably going to sell it, you know?
Oh well, I mean, not that. I'm just. I mean, I told you guys that about the board, so you guys know about my visit. I told you guys
Sell
privately
brushes.
about that.
Yes.
No, I don't know about that.
Jay Camaro says,
Yeah, that's
Juneteenth is a
well,
paid
I mean, that
holiday
makes
for
sense
his
for-
technicians.
You don't have any technicians, Jake. You guys fixing TVs now or what? Jay Camaro's transmission.
Man, we
truck.
are. I'm like $10 away from being able to fucking make another withdrawal from my YouTube AdSense account.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
yes.
Hell yeah. Because, what's his name? Damien Schrast. Fucking, he upped his fucking channel membership to fucking Squeegee Lifer, man. Like a fucking straight savage.
Oh,
top
shit.
tier Squeegee Lifer, man.
He's the top dog.
He's a
Shit.
top tier Squeegee Lifer.
He was paying technician money, dog.
Yeah,
That's
he
what
was.
he's
Yeah,
up to.
that is amazing.
Hell yeah, dude.
I didn't know
Hell
that.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man, those channel memberships, man, you should get one, dude. They're like $2. Get one. Get one
yeah.
right now. I want to make hey, listen, I want to make an AdSense withdrawal, so I have money to go and have fun on my birthday because I don't make any money.
Yeah, my birthday.
Yeah.
Birthday. Birth.
My birthday.
I go to the library. On my birthday, dude. I'm at the library on my birthday.
I clean the windows at the library on Monday.
Library birthday money.
I like how Mark's fucking camera keeps dying because he keeps hitting the wrong shit.
No, I'm not hitting anything.
Yes, you are.
No, shut up.
Help! He's not hitting anything, Mark.
No,
Then how
What
come your camera is the only one that keeps dying?
no, because what happens is
What is
the
happening?
Hang on.
He's looking at inappropriate things on the internet.
Yeah.
What's the,
Exactly.
Porno's
Okay.
open.
let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you this.
There you go.
What a
Yeah, let me
fucking-
grab
Excuse me,
my
Jacob.
Yo, let me grab my hang low for a
Fucking
second.
I'm
dog
still
dick.
pissed off about fucking Jacob not getting me that shit for my soundboard.
Man, I got tons of shit going on. You
Is
gotta
the
remind me.
smoothest-
Like
it's the
what?
You got Mike Nichols
Oh,
down.
going in and out.
What do you got? What do you got
Got
going
fishing
on,
to
Jacob?
do.
That's so fucking important. What, like taking care of a baby?
Cuddling with Mike.
Babies.
Give it to me harder, big boy.
Oh, I got a kid to take care of. I can't make your fucking memes. What do you mean, dick?
Oh, more important things to do.
I gotta take care of a baby. I'm a responsible father.
Being a real dad over here.
I'm a dad.
Somebody has to be.
Right?
Go get some milk, man.
Squeezing out them titties, boy.
It's really good in coffee.
Oh god.
It tastes like cereal milk, but it's good.
Good god.
I like how Mark says he's not touching anything while he's touching everything on his
I'm
computer.
fixing it.
He's like, I'm trying to watch I'm trying to watch Dan Borgiorno's
I'm trying to watch a podcast.
I'm trying to watch Dan DiGiorno's podcast.
No.
The real truth,
There's two
there,
monitors,
Dan DiGiorno.
and then an AV switch that goes to different computers, and there's a bad connection somewhere because it'll switch to the other computer.
Yeah.
So then I got a
Damn bad connection.
You
God damn it.
You guys aren't far from technical like me.
Went to Nixon even.
Fucking far from technical. I'm not a crook.
Technicians.
You don't know what you're talking. I give him Mother's Day off.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we need to talk. I feel like we need to talk more about window cleaning on this show.
Sure.
Fuck.
All right. So what I do is I wax on. I wax off, dog. I hit it with the smooth and the clean. Smooth, clean. Smooth, clean.
And I do it as quick as possible to make my change. That's it.
I do
I
the same
wet,
thing every.
I scrub, I wipe, I wet,
I work
razor
on
blade,
Monday.
I detail.
I work
wet
on Monday.
again,
I work
Then
on
I
Monday.
squeegee. Then I
Nobody
detail.
loves me, so I go to work.
Notice how Mark stops laughing when we talk about his friend.
Mark was talking about how he wipes his ass.
Yeah, that too.
That's what it sounded like until you said he razor blades. I was about to say, oh yeah.
Mark has to use the wet though to
to.
scrub the gravel on that meat, dude. All that meat.
Yeah, my
gravel.
ass drags the ground because I don't have any legs, right, Seth?
No, you have legs. I'm just saying you
Ooh,
got
he said
gravel
when you
butthole from
expanding
eating all
to
that
Connecticut. Jay wants to know when you plan on fucking trying to come to Connecticut so he can smack you in
Already
the
did.
mouth.
meat. Soon, dude.
So you
soon.
can bitch slap you.
Yeah.
Dude.
You said you're a hoe ass bitch.
Yeah.
Someday,
Yeah.
dude. Man, I ain't trying to mess with 7
Yeah.
Google reviews, my dude.
Yeah.
I'm leaving that to the side, my brother.
You can't compete with a company that has technicians, dude. You know that.
No.
I know. Yeah,
Not
I'm,
even
Some
close.
technicians.
Yeah.
He does have
White
technicians.
I hope on the down low, Seth actually calls this guy technicians.
He does.
oh, dude, I'd be no, can't. Till you get some paperwork, my dude, where it's like I learned how to use a squeegee. I'm a technician, dog. I don't know. I don't see the disrespect in calling them crew members. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
oh, like,
What about window cleaner?
Yeah, exactly. I have
My
no
guys-
doubt on myself a window cleaner.
yeah. I don't see where the disrespect is on that. You know what I mean? Like,
Come on, guys.
me personally,
I call myself a view enhancing scientist.
Google reviews don't matter because I don't have any. Oh, that's why they don't matter. Dude, you pay $1,500 a month to a guy that tells you Google reviews don't matter? Figure it out, brother. I'm not talking to you anymore, dude. You fucking loser. No, I'm done dealing with the same 7 comments repeated with his autism, dude. I'm good.
Good God.
Go to your
Well,
special library and figure it out. bro.
Library.
I don't give a fuck anymore, dude.
Listen, man, that's one of our channel members there, sir.
I know, but he says the same 8
I want to
things.
see a
Google
$20
reviews
donation
don't
from
matter
Seth
because
right now.
I don't have
Seth,
them.
I
Yeah.
want a $20 super chat right now because you just cost
You just got
me.
fine,
You just
bro.
cost us our fucking. You
$2.
Yeah,
I'll give you
cost us
$100 if I don't have to
$2.
fucking listen to this guy.
If you give me $100 right now, I'll ban him.
I bet he can count how many toothpicks I dropped on the floor. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Oh, dude, what the fuck?
Jesus.
Listen,
Jay.
man.
I'm just sick of it's every week. You said this. Google reviews don't matter. Well, if they don't matter, then why does every company that's ever existed?
Ooh, he said you're quiet as a
Everybody.
church mouse, biatch.
Who is?
You is.
Ooh.
When? I just fucking said you had autism, my guy. What else do you want me to say?
I just don't understand I don't understand what you mean by Google reviews don't matter when they do matter.
He says it
So
because he
much
doesn't
better.
have them. If he had
Google,
300,
I'm not saying
he
that
would care.
I'm not saying that universally they're all that matters, but they do matter because if a potential client is looking on Google for a window cleaner, which a lot of people do now, they Google window cleaner.
Dude,
okay?
you were you literally, I went, hey, Jay, and you went, boy.
Yeah.
What are we talking about, dude?
Yeah,
Quiet
What
as
are
a
we
church
talking
mouse, sir.
What are you quiet as a church? Listen, come
Let's be
on now.
fucking for real, though.
Come on now, bro. You're not gonna. I will not allow you to do that, Jay.
No, Jay. Who came up and said hi to you? Me.
Yeah, you're the one that
You
stood
didn't
up.
come say
Yeah,
hi to
listen,
me.
dude. Listen, now,
You
come
didn't
on.
come say hi to me.
Come on, Jay. Listen, come on. Like, everybody that's on this podcast right now
Was there.
I mean, except for Mark,
Yeah,
because
we
Mark's anytime we talk about one of Mark's friends, he gets quiet.
Jay is my friend, but I'm listening.
What I'm trying to say is you know that all this bravado that you're spewing right now, that is not the way you handled yourself there, sir.
Oh.
So do not act like you were waiting for the moment to pounce and you didn't, because you had more than one opportunity to say anything to
Plenty
us.
of opportunities.
Well, here's my thing. I didn't say anything to you. What is the last 9 things, dude?
Yeah.
Like, you're the one talking.
Yeah.
Google reviews don't matter. This doesn't matter. I did this. When are you coming to Connecticut? Dude, if I want to come take your shit, I'll come take your shit. That's the end of the game, dude. Like, I'm, just saying. Like, I was nice to you in person because I was trying to be nice.
Yeah.
If you don't want me
Because
to
you
be
were
nice,
told to. No,
I mean, no. Listen,
No,
and
I wasn't.
listen. I made that quite clear before we even showed up down there that we weren't going down there to be assholes to anyone. That if I
I'm
saw
not going to
you,
fly
and I know I
1,500
said,
miles.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
said I made it abundantly clear. I said, if I see Jay in person, I'll buy him a beer if he wants one, because that's who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I will tell you this. If you come at me with that kind of bullshit, you're going to get it in kind. Don't think for 1 second. Don't mistake kindness for weakness. You know what I mean? We were being kind because we were invited as guests. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We were all invited to be there as guests, and we handled ourselves accordingly. We were polite for a reason. And also, you were polite. So all of the shit that you've been saying in the comments, you didn't have none of that shit to say to any of us.
Oh.
And in fact,
Nope.
you weren't around at all anywhere where we were at. And you had more than one opportunity to be around us, but you did your utmost not to be around us.
Well,
So-
anyone could find us. We pretty much lived at the Zero WCR booth.
Yeah, and we were pretty. I mean, listen, and
Yeah,
that's
man,
not
this
to,
happens every
and that's not
fucking
to
6
say
months.
anything more than the fact that there's no need for that quiet as a church mouse shit, and you won't say that to my face because you didn't have that energy either. You know what I mean? You were like, listen, you didn't have that energy either. So what are we talking about, really? You know what I mean? You can't, like, and this is like case in point, like with Jake. And fuck that poor man window. You can't say shit one way and then you get it back the same way and then be like, oh, well, you's a bitch because, whatever. Like, if you start off with that kind of energy, what do you expect to get back? You understand what I'm saying to you, Jay? If you are being a fucking curmudgeon, you're going to get a curmudgeon back. That's what's going to happen. People aren't going to be like, oh, Jay, I'm so sorry. No, it's not going to happen, dude. It's not. I mean, come on, let's be realistic, man. Let's be
I'm
realistic.
too old for that.
Yeah, you're being nasty in the comments. Seth is being nasty back.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say anything till you told me I was gonna. When are you gonna come take Connecticut? I'm like, dude, if I want to, I will. When I want to, I will. But like you fucking yap. So I called you on your fucking 3 Google reviews. Oh, this guy hack. And so now you're mad. Don't get mad. Just get more Google reviews. Ask your customers for Google reviews. It's not that hard, dude.
I don't have that many. I don't even request it either, but I'm gonna when I got a plan. I got a plan because I'm doing, I told you guys about my three-pronged assault on all my residential customers I'm gonna do next year.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I'm
also not like your company.
I'm gonna do the Google review cards. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? On my business card, I'm gonna put my little fucking square thing that Seth sent me, and I'm gonna take it straight to my dude. You know what else you don't need? $1,500 a fucking month business coaches. So shut the fuck up. You medieval wheatfield head having ass dude.
Here is doing all that other
like you
shit,
are like that painting that hung over my grandfather's table with the old man with the hunchback and in the wheat field, and there's like an old broke down castle in the background.
Old man, look at my life.
What do you think when people say I need word of mouth? What do you think Google is? Google is the new word of mouth. If you don't want to live in 2025, don't. That's fine with me, dog. You don't have to.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you right now, since I went from 100 reviews and I was sitting on that for like 7 years, I started pushing it. The amount of calls I get, because that's how Google's algorithm works.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that networking, that referrals don't matter. I'm saying, why cut your foot off to spite your, you know what I mean? Like, why not use it all?
Why step over $1 to pick up a fucking dime is essentially what he's saying.
To prove some point that isn't real. Yeah. Every big company out there that is in the service industry, especially residential, needs Google.
He says high-end clients don't go to Google.
Cool, but how many high-end clients can you have? 200? Let's say you have 200 high-end clients. What about the middle range clients? What about,
dude, he's too busy. He's too busy fucking cleaning windows for fucking basketball players, bro. And the NBA, dog, with the big fucking cars, dog. My name J, dog. Shut the fuck up, man. God, you're such a fucking turd, dude. You fucking Stewie looking like ass motherfucker.
There it went. There it went.
Fuck, dude. Like, fuck, why do you have to be such a dick? Like, it just doesn't make sense that you're on here talking about people need a fucking business coach. And Seth's like, what would be cool if you got Google reviews too? Google reviews don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you fucking talking about, dude? You want to know why Google reviews don't matter? You want to know why Google reviews don't matter? Because it doesn't cost, you don't have to pay a business coach to get Google reviews. That's why they don't matter.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on a limb here and say this.
Yeah.
We can go back to grade school. TJ, you'll relate to this. I'm sure this hasn't happened to you or any of us, but you ever remember going out to PE, probably your favorite time of the day in elementary school, and you're consistently picked last in kickball, and you're standing there by yourself going, I'm not the odd man out. They have 6 people and they have 7 and they need me to complete the team. Yet you just stand there and wait for someone to invite you, and then someone finally goes, what the fuck, come on. Okay? This is the result. This attitude is the exact result of being last.
Yes.
We're picked in
Master Squeegee is a fucking channel member. What the fuck is up, brother? I gotta send him a sacred order to the Squeegee card. Send me your fucking email or your
I don't want to say it, but like we
I'll send you a sacred order to Squeegee.
I can tell you exactly who this kid was in high school because he's probably 3 years younger than me. I don't want to say Wigger, but probably. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like he had he wore the.
What's that? What movie is that? Underneath. Super Bad.
I think he was
dude? That's what I think.
I think he was
the sticker under the cap.
No, I think he was the American Eagle dude because his dad fucking had a cash money business. He carries himself like a spoiled kid. The shit that he says is a spoiled preppy kid.
Yeah, but every kid you met,
American Eagle shit.
G, straight from the boo.
Yeah. I love Jacob, man. Jacob is the best, dude.
Straight from the booth.
I love Jacob. He's the best. It's
Yeah.
a fucking crying shame that Chris didn't send Jacob no t-shirts.
I know.
Man, that's fucking wow. That's crazy.
Could have gotten some shirts, dog.
That's crazy.
No, I mean honestly, I feel like it's just crazy talk at this point, and it's just like you're never
dude,
gonna get through to somebody that like could. I mean, I've talked to this kid on the phone. I've tried to hash things out. At this point, it's just like, man, like you're gonna do what you do, which is fine.
Yeah,
works for you.
What's wrong? Yeah,
But,
what's wrong with having
but at the
referrals
same point in
and Google
time-
reviews?
You know, I'll come in your area. I'll get some Google reviews. We'll see how it goes.
And then
you
take all
can
your
do your
high-end
high-end-
clients, and then
No,
they'll
no.
use.
I mean,
He'll take half your high-end clients, and then the other half will come because of word of mouth or referrals.
feeling good about yourself because you work for rich people really tells me a lot about who you are.
Yeah, as a person. Yeah,
Yeah. You value yourself off of other people's.
Opinion of you.
I value myself off of. I don't live at home.
Yeah.
My own house. I got all my own shit.
I just don't
I'm just
understand
saying,
why.
bro.
Why did this have to devolve into this again? I don't understand.
Because this is how. Because he had to.
Why,
fucking
dude?
lob
We were
grenades
on
in
such a good rapport, and then it has to turn into a thing. You know what I mean? Like
Well, I mean, he's sensitive about the Google reviews, and it's fine. I get it. And just like if you live in a glass house, dog, just don't throw
I
rocks.
just don't understand. Why can't we just get along? I work on Monday,
Can't
dude.
we just get
I fucking
along?
work on fucking.
I'll hire you to come clean
If
my
I can
windows.
stroke your dog.
I
Good
work
God.
for rich people because they can afford the service. So I can tell you what, right now, I do a bunch of, and I know they're not,
I do a lot
rich
of
people in
this
your
stuff.
area are different than the rich people in my area. But I work over there on Middle Bass, and there's a lot of those are very expensive homes over there. Believe it or not. I mean, I know it's Ohio, and there's no money in Ohio. We only got like 2 quarters
Oh, yeah.
rubbed between the two of us. But
Yeah, I mean, there's no money on Ohio. Fuck
yeah,
Ohio.
there's none there. But
Exactly.
these people,
Got it.
I
really mean that.
fucking get a lot of fucking people calling me because they found me on Google. You want to know why? Because they're like, they want to know who in their area can do the services that they're looking for. I want somebody to come over and clean my windows, and maybe they'll fix my screen, or people want to find a website. I just
It's like the R&B singer Joe. I want to know.
I understand that window cleaning is a luxury service. You know what else is a luxury service? Is
These.
these
Hookers.
nuts. Well, dude,
Just want to know one thing.
I just don't understand. I don't understand why can't we just be friends, dude?
Have you ever
Ooh,
danced with
Damien
the
sent
devil
me a
in the
fucking
pale
sticker.
moonlight?
Somebody send me $5.
Give me $5.
Somebody,
$5.
AJ, send me $5, bro. I know you got it. All them high-end clients, I know you fucking clean windows from Mari Stoudemire. Fucking, who's the guy that's got the spinning Latrell Spreewell? I know you gotta do one of them dudes. But I just listen.
No, they
man.
would. They're not dumb enough to live in Connecticut.
Yeah. Listen, it would be nice if we could just be friends. I want to work on Monday. But, it'd just be
Why
cool if we
can't
could just
we
get along.
be
Why can't we just get along?
friends?
Why can't we just be friends? I work on Monday.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't
Ah!
we be friends?
Oh, man. 25.
Hey, we need Mike
Seth
sitting
is
in a
such a
corner
fucking
somewhere.
cunt.
I enjoy myself, man. I have a good time.
Oh, my God.
We need to have Mike just flexing in the whole podcast, not saying a word, just sitting in the corner flexing.
Yeah, we ought to get Micro Mike in a little tiny box at the bottom, just doing pose after
Mike
pose.
made a really good point to me. I have him tell it to you, but he clocked somebody in this comment group really well, and how he laid it out, I was like, oh, that makes sense. I should be nicer, but I chose to be a fucking douchebag today, so I feel bad.
Listen, man.
I'm normally nicer than this, but
Yeah.
he caught me at the end of a really
Look
high
here.
Yeah,
day.
dude. Like I've not.
I had
Don't
all
ever
that-
feel bad for anything.
I feel bad. So I know. I mean, I feel bad. Like
Yeah, Mark has been sending out a whole bunch of orange towels. I mean, like dudes are getting like 3-4 packages of towels at a time.
You're not. You won't send me any fucking towels, you piece of shit.
This motherfucker. Yeah, Jacob ain't got no towels or no t-shirts.
Jacob, send me your
Jacob, you
address, but those were for charity, dude.
Oh,
Those were
Right.
all paid for. They
Are
auctioned them
you
off.
sure about that?
Yo, did anyone see
100%.
Are
Mike
you sure
Nichols?
about that?
Who got
Anyone
free towels?
A
You
bunch
tell
of
me.
people. I see big
Nope.
ass sacks of towels.
No. Some people
Motherfuckers.
bought four. A couple people bought 4 packs.
Mark is fucking
They're-
raking
they're
shit up
fucking-
this
I had a
guy.
fuck-
fucking
Ship all that
comments.
shit.
Notice
fucking-
how, hey,
Thanks-
notice how Mark
thanks for the
gets
free
all weird when we
towels,
talk
Mark.
about his friends.
Thanks for the free towels, Mark.
Fuck.
And they tag you. And you're like, you're welcome anytime.
Yeah.
No, that was an organized thing that I donated a case of towels. It went over a case,
Mhm.
and they all sold for the guy's house
Good.
that burned down.
Good.
And
Good.
I mean, I gotta say, I worked with Kevin on that,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, dude, if you want money for shipping, I go, no, dude, you organize this. When you
I
get
almost
all
fucking
your
said some
money,
shit right there, but keep going.
no, when you get all your money,
Mm.
then I will ship them out. And he sent me a list, a couple guys I had to reach out to get addresses. Other than
gonna
that,
have
it
me
made
my
it easy
money.
for me.
Nice.
So it was a pleasure to help
Nice.
with any way I could.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Well, that's really
Good
what
stuff.
that's really what all of this stuff really boils down to. Is just trying to help each other out. Not
Right.
everything has to devolve into fucking
Right.
a shit
And you know
show.
what? I will say this. Maybe it sounds selfish. Anyone who bought towels that has never used them
Mm.
because they were an auction and they got them probably cheaper than they could online. I hope they enjoy them, and I hope they go to WCR and buy more. That's all. I mean, don't matter.
Yeah, dude. I wish Jay would be our friend again. Be my friend again, Jay. Ooh, man.
Let's be friends.
Let's be friends,
I have
dude.
like fucking
Let's all work.
5 friends.
Let's all work on Monday.
Work on Monday, dude.
Let's all work
Come
on
on,
Monday,
send
dude.
it,
Come
dude.
on. See, notice how Mark gets all weird and wrings his hands every time I do that?
No,
I'll
putting
stop
this
talking
shit-
about your friend.
I got this.
I don't
Look,
want to ruin your guys' relationship. I know you guys got a really good relationship.
Who? Me and who?
I don't want to bring his name up because then he
Oh,
might get upset.
then it doesn't matter. Dude, I don't even know half the people that you guys. I act like I know what the fuck you're saying. I don't know the difference between half of these.
I know, and that's why I'm making a joke about
I
it.
know.
You
I
fucking
think it's
dumbass.
fucking funny.
I
have
know.
to-
I know
sometimes-
just as well as you
Sometimes
know.
I'll sit there and look up who's he talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, I know.
don't fucking know.
I know. What I'm saying
don't.
is people like to make more out of something than
Then it
I
actually is.
know personally that it is.
Something for nothing.
I know how gay you are.
I
I've,
know.
been,
Yeah.
I've had your phone number for like almost a
Bag.
decade now, and there's times where I can send you a text message and not hear from you for 3 or 4 days. So if you're really
That's
close
not on
with this
purpose.
person, like he says you are, then that makes me wonder
Oh, I
like,
know
how
his
well
number
do
by
I know
heart.
Mark? How well
He's
do I
the
know
only
Mark?
Phone number I
Not
know
very
by
well.
heart.
What's that?
He's the only person I know his phone number by heart. It's on speed dial number 1. Right? Right?
Make sure you do what boss tells you to do and do something with that picture.
Oh yeah, I'm working on that. I got a couple options. He'll get hammered. I hammer Eddie all the time.
Oh yeah, Eddie is fucking
Him
dude,
and
Eddie is
him
fucking
and Frank,
hilarious.
but like I said, someone asked me why don't you mess with Mario too much, and I'll be honest, everything I do with Mario, I don't send it right away, and then I pull it back up and look at it, and it just comes across as racist as f. everything. But what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
you know that Mario is not going to take it that way, but
Oh,
it's
I know,
everyone
I know.
else. It's
Yes,
everyone
right.
else. It's everyone
I just
else.
don't want to hear the BS.
Yeah,
But you're right.
Mario's
Mario-
a fucking
Mario's like the dude, the Hispanic guy off Eastbound and Down. I love racism, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you. I mean, I know the last two were really characters. You know what I mean? Like Eddie and Frank are real big characters. They're super huge personalities.
Right.
And Mario, winning the No Cleaner of the Year for me was, I mean, Mario just deserves it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you've ever watched the Mario on the podcast, I mean, I did a 101 with him. He's been on the show before. If you just hear him talk about window cleaning, you know what I mean? He loves it. You know what I mean? And not only does he love it, but he's an immigrant and he did it the right way, and he's fucking, he's a good dad. You know what I mean? He's just,
Yeah.
Mario's a good fucking dude, man. And I just like, man, he, out of the candidates we had for that year, Mario was the one for me. I was just like, Mario.
I hope he's at the
That's why he
convention
got
this
my
year.
vote. Yeah.
I'd really like to meet him. I never. No,
I
I don't
love
think
Mario.
Has anybody met
I love
him?
Mario too.
No.
No, I've not met him.
Well, that's the Window Cleaner of the Year group. That's Mark's group there. That's the one he does with his friend. Has him make all his
Sorry,
memes and
Mark. I
stuff.
left that group a long time ago.
I don't care.
Yeah, I stopped
I'm not offended by
participating in
that.
there because of Eddie.
That's fine. I don't care if only 2 people look at it. I do what I do
I
because I
can't-
enjoy
I
doing
can't-
it.
You're still
Don't
gonna
matter
post
to me.
it regardless.
I can't
Well, what if
interact
it's
in there
just
because
one?
if I like I made a couple of memes and they didn't, they kind of fell flat. They didn't, you know what I mean? Like, it turned into this this thing. I'm just like, okay, I guess
Sticking in your cooler.
I guess I'm not funny. I guess I'm just mean spirited, and I only work on Mondays, holidays, bro.
Sorry, I wasn't listening, to be honest.
I'm working on holidays, bro. Working on the holiday.
I make opinions and state them as facts. And
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
fucking technically
Hey,
wrong.
you know what
anybody
else?
wants
Hey,
to take a
you know
roundhouse
what else
to
ain't
the
got a
face
flaw?
from these
This
bad boys.
physique. My physique ain't got no flaws neither, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
No, I say whatever I feel like. I'm just.
It's time to get together.
Oh, we're gonna have a great show today.
Oh my
shit, here we
god.
go. Let's go back to Nashville.
Listen,
Oh,
this
my
is the
God,
thing,
man.
dude. The whole design flaw in the silencer thing, like, if you don't like it,
It's not a flaw.
then don't use it. Don't you buy a different one. You know what I mean? Buy something else. You know what I mean? Someone who's really doesn't get involved in that kind of stuff actually made a comment, which I was kind of nice to see. Steve-O actually said something about it. He's like, if you're getting a wet leg with this, it's not the Boab's fault. It's yours.
Right.
If your leg gets wet, like he's like, I like big sloppy wet dips. So any Boab that you put that in, your leg's getting wet. You could say whatever you want about the Greco doesn't. Yes, it does. Because it's essentially it's a plastic bucket under belt at this point. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Hi.
Just like the silencer is a plastic bucket on at a certain point with a certain amount of water, it's going to splash. There's just no getting around it.
Well, yeah, you have so much like surface area
Penis
to hold
to
water.
glass.
That's penis to glass, baby.
Yeah.
Skin to skin.
Yeah, your leg's getting wet. You know what I mean? There's no way your leg's not getting wet.
They make,
That's the way
they
you're
make
using
squirt bottles for that. Like, there's a million other ways you can not
Yeah.
have to go to the bucket and get a dip.
it. Yeah.
If you dislike it that much, buy the one from Reach It. That's a kickstand.
I mean,
I don't
dying
know.
on that hill is such a weird hill to die on.
Mhm.
Is just, it's like, I will stake
you know what?
everything.
You know what?
On the
I'll
stupid
tell you
ass
this.
opinion.
I'll tell you this, dude. Like, I was the same as you. I used to dump it. I maybe once a week have to, like, oh shit, I got too much water in this. You know what I mean? And I just tip it out. I don't even use the tip function myself.
No, I don't. I just dump.
I just dump
I
the
just
fucking
don't.
thing
But
over.
I'll
use
say
it.
this:
I've never unbuckled that motherfucker.
When
Well,
I
the only time I unbuckle
to clean
mine
it, to clean it.
is to clean the reservoir. That's the only time I unbuckle it. You know what I mean? That is really the
I've
only.
never cleaned the fucking.
I
reservoir.
got an old scrubby pad. And
I've had that thing for like 5 years or something.
I
I've got
usually
a
on a
sea sponge
Friday
in the
if I'm
bottom
not
of
working.
mine.
Oh, that's a good way to use it.
I keep a little sponge in the bottom of mine because occasionally,
Well, I'll tell
occasionally
you
you got
what
a
I do with
spot
mine.
Because
where
it
you need
because it helps
Yeah.
it helps it from stopping to leak out at the top.
Yeah.
When the silencer came
It
out,
smells
you
like
know,
chemicals from China.
When the silencer came back out with the new loops and everything,
Mhm.
I bought one, and it was splashing on my leg a little bit, and I looked down at it. All I did was tighten up the buckle, and it's never
was
got me
fine.
wet since. You know the buckle that
Yeah.
connects it? I just
Well, that's
pulled
like
it
buying
tight.
a new. That's like
Done.
buying a new Triumph scraper, and the cover's hard to take off for a little while.
Right.
This thing's
I mean,
junk.
just-
It's a design flaw.
This thing's a piece of shit. No, like, it's fucking stupid, dude. Like acting like a mild inconvenience is a design flaw is a retarded statement.
Well, he's
Dude, I'm
mildly
sorry.
retarded. That fucking guy. Like, dude, he's a fucking goof.
Gray eyes, my dog. They're on the side of
He's
his head.
such a goof. I don't understand why. I don't understand why it has to be such a huge deal.
I was gonna have some grace, but you guys fucked me up. Everyone be sending me fucking stupid face. I wouldn't have known any of this, but you guys send it
Why?
to me.
Because he
like,
works
this is
on Monday.
that was the last straw for me. I just couldn't take it. I was like, yo, this is fucking stupid.
Listen, man.
Don't flex on. I'm so tied to my business. I have to do this. That's not a flex, my dude. That's a. You know what was a
He
flex?
was
Mark
doing
said
it-
to me
well,
barbecue.
he was working
Monday.
on Monday because he didn't want to deal with people walking in and out and shit.
I mean, I'd rather do that on a Tuesday afternoon at 6 p.m., dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just wait till that bitch closes or get there early. I don't know. I mean,
Listen. My whole thing is this: I feel like, and it's just me personally. I just feel like he seems to like where he's clocked at right now. It just seems like he wants to talk about shit that we're attached to. Period. That's all that it is. You don't see him doing that shit on anything else. I do it with everything. No, I don't see you saying no shit like that anywhere else. Every time I see one of your comments, it has to do something to do with black diamond squeegee rubber, a silencer, or fucking WCR. It's those three things.
Trash.
Those three things is when you see negativity from that dude. At least from my perspective, I've not seen him say anything about anything else. And then he's like, "Well, you talk." See, notice how quiet Mark gets when we start talking about his friend. He brought up the fact that I say shit about, and this is behind a paywall, so I'm going to say it again. I said this to Tim. He says shit about me talking about Perry and how I make everything with Perry personal. It's because it was personal. What I said and what I did with Perry was because he was fucking ripping Richie Blue off. He still is to this fucking day with those fucking Boabs that he's selling. He's still ripping him off to this very fucking day. He ripped off Larry Crook and fucking Eric Gilliland, and the reason why I was vocal about both those scenarios is because people that I know got window cleaners, just regular ass dudes, are getting fucked over by some scumbags. So it is personal, you fucking Kermit the Frog sounding like motherfucker. It is personal. And guess what? Me getting on the internet and telling that dude that he's a piece of shit and why he's a piece of shit, all three of them dudes is getting paid right now.
Well, not
All
only
it did
that,
was-
everything that we say about this is 100% confirmed fact.
It's fact.
It's
It's
not
factual.
hearsay or rumor.
Yeah, it's not hearsay.
Right.
It's not a rumor. He is a used fucking computer salesman. That is not fucking AI science. We did go to Kansas City, Missouri. The store was fucking empty. The guys that came there for the convention fucking built the store for him. I know because I was fucking loading shelves myself. Mark and fucking, what's his name? Josh, the window cleaner up in Cleveland, fucking both bought a whole bunch of shit from this motherfucker, and it took them almost 3 months to get it.
Yeah, and then the wrong shit came.
And the wrong
Remember?
shit fucking came.
Yeah.
Not to
That
mention
was
all
the
the
pisser, 'cause
fucking
I walked up to
warranty
that-
work, all the warranty fucking pull shit, and when all his fucking pulls were trash that fucking Alex and Chris had to fucking eat because Perry's a piece of shit. So that's not the same thing. And on top of that, I am not in his Reach It group saying that. I'm not on his paid fucking advertisements doing that. I'm on my fucking channel that you have to follow to fucking even hear me say anything about in the first place. So if you are listening to this, it's because you want to, not because I'm making you. Perry is a fucking piece of shit. I seen that his boat sank. I wish it would have sank even deeper so you couldn't get it. He's like, my boat sank. Here's a free brush. You know what I mean? Like, that's a fucking idiot, dude.
Boats.
I've got a great new brush here.
I've got a bright new brush here. My dinghy sunk.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more. You get a-
But
No,
wait, there's
I'm-
more. When
I've
we
capsized in the Chinese Sea.
Not only is it a piece of shit, we're going to give you the tools to fix that piece of shit.
Yeah.
You like zipper pouches? Because I got 40 fucking zipper pouches with a brush. Fuck is this?
I
Holy
was
shit.
laughing the other day.
I have safety lights and vests if
Yeah.
you like
You
those
guys
too.
know how
mate.
it's like window cleaner season. Like you see trucks everywhere, and I saw this like rapey looking van drive by, and I'm like, "Why is this guy staring at me?" And on the side of his van, he had like the tiniest little "Reach It" sticker. I'm like, "Ah, that guy sucks."
Fucking
Dude,
clown shoes.
dude, listen, dude. That guy, he's just not a good dude. So equating that to what you're doing with the silencer, it's not the same thing, dude. It's not the same thing. There's like, you can't say that a company that like is at manufacturing and selling tools all over the globe is incorrect when you're cleaning windows in fucking Utah on a Monday, Memorial Day. It's not the same. Like, there's levels to this shit. And I'm not saying the dude's not successful. I'm sure that he is. He's got really nice tennis shoes and shit. He's got, like, little kid shoes. But, what I'm trying to say is like, they have a marketing strategy. You know what I mean? They know what they're doing. Is the Grackle a nice piece of equipment? Of course it is, because Maker Products made it. It's quality window cleaning gear. The reason why they're not making it right now is they're trying to have a full lineup of window cleaning tools. When they already have one of the best-selling fucking pieces of traditional equipment on the market, why fucking make another one? Like, I gotta have two options here. No, you don't. What they need is a squeegee channel, a squeegee handle, their own fucking scraper, their own fucking T-bars. You know what I mean? That's what they need. That's what their focus should be right now. Not another bucket on a belt. They already have one. Am I wrong about that, guys?
A good one.
Do you guys?
Nope.
Isn't that sound strategy? Like, we want to sell traditional window cleaning tools, but we don't have a squeegee channel or a squeegee handle. Should we do two buckets on a belt, or should we have a squeegee channel and a squeegee
Well, I
handle?
mean, why did they choose to not sell the Grackle? Was the other one selling better?
No, I think well, of course the silencer was selling better because it was first, but the Grackle was made because the design was already there. Jake has got this in his head that the reason why the Grackle exists is because he complained about it. That's not exactly what happened. I mean,
Not
as
at
someone
all.
that's been working with, trust me, that's not the case. It was made because it was requested to be made but it had nothing to do with the consumer. I mean, it was a consumer complaint, of course. There were some guys like Jay that were like, "Hey, man, I don't like this part about it." You know what I mean? I could see where, if you are the type of person that really doesn't really like to change or change up the way that they do things, it would be an issue. I struggled for a little bit with the very first test model that I got. I'm like, man, dude, this thing keeps, that big old fucking giant thing, I used to get my legs wet with that.
Yeah.
And it holds twice the fucking water as the silencer
Right.
does. But
Right.
I figured out, it's like, you know what, I just need not to put my mop in there sopping wet. Just get it wet, wring it out one time with your hand, and stick it in there, and it catches water. It retains water very well. It's not like a plastic bucket on a belt in that way, because it will... fucking Seth, man. It differentiates itself between a plastic bucket on a belt or a samurai or like a traditional plastic bucket on a belt, with the fact that it recaptures the water. That's the difference between the designs. You know what I mean? So it retains the water. You know what I mean? So any water, when you stick it back in there, instead of rolling down the side of the bucket into the fucking thing, it retains that water. So you have a little bit of water at the bottom of it to, keep your mop wet. So when this end is like, oh, dry, you know what? I'll just flip it around, stick it in there the opposite way this time. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like dudes like make like fucking like unnecessary gripes about things. That's just an unnecessary gripe. Do you like this about it? No, I don't like this about it. Is it a design flaw? No, it's not, because it was designed to crack and have to fucking clean it, you fucking asshole. And if you don't want that, I don't like the fact that it cracks, so then don't fucking buy it. Fuck. You don't need to get on every fucking post where somebody it's like, hey man, what do you guys fucking, I like this, and then sit for fucking the next 3 days fucking talk about it. Anytime someone says, hey man, I like, well, I don't see why it's fucking a design flaw, it's a fucking piece of shit. Hey man, this is cool. No, it's not. It fucking does the thing that I don't like. And you shouldn't like it neither because I'm right. I work on Monday. Fuck, dude. It's just unnecessary. It's just not necessary. Everyone knows.
I don't like it.
Notice how Mark gets quiet when we talk about his friends. But I'll tell you this, dude, what's really strange is, like you see me, like you guys have seen the video, fucking it's been reposted by other companies and shit, of me throwing a squeegee across the fucking parking lot.
Piece of shit.
I see...
Yeah, I had that video on my phone.
Yeah, I see WCR fucking run ads for Mormon gear all the time. You will never see me in the comments shitting on it. You'll never see me doing it. You'll never... I'm just not going to do that. It's fucking dumb. Like, anytime somebody asks a fucking question, I'm going to get in there and be like, oh, well, I don't like it, and I threw mine across the parking lot. Why? Because it's fucking piece of shit. It's design flaw, bro. Well, I like it. Well, and Jim Bob likes it. Well, guess what, Jim Bob? I don't like it because it's a design flaw. Oh, Jimmy Jim Joe Johnson doesn't. You like it too? Well, this is why I don't like it. Shut. We already seen you say it 150,000 times, bro.
Dude, caring about tools is the gayest thing in the entire world.
Pretty gay.
Only thing
Caring
I care
about what
about.
other people use.
Only thing I care about.
Here's what you want.
The only thing that bothers me about the whole thing is that when you say it's a design flaw, and there's guys like me and Tim and Steve-O and fucking dudes like that tested it out, Mark Tanner had tested the fucking thing out before it was even sold, you're telling all of us we're fucking idiots. You know what I mean? Like, what do you guys know? What do you guys know about nothing? No, you know what we did? We just adjusted. We adjusted a little bit. You know what I mean? We just adjusted a little bit. You know? You know what? I can't fucking dip my mop. I can't dump my 5-gallon mop bucket into this bucket on the belt.
The only thing you should really care about is the fact that I didn't get fucking t-shirts.
Because I worked on Monday, bro.
Exactly.
That's true. He didn't work on Monday and he didn't get t-shirts. This is bullshit. Nobody wants to hang out with me, so I worked on Monday.
Notice how Mark thought that was funny, but they didn't laugh because we were talking about his friend. I was super mad at Mark. I was super mad at Mark when he sent that video of him fucking making those fucking ribs on that Traeger. And I had been up for like fucking 13 hours smoking a pork butt. I was like, what a fucking piece of shit that faggot is. Little short fag. Little fucking bitch. Little bitch ass Mark Tanner. I was so jealous. I was so jealous. I was like, I know he's not doing fucking anything right now. He's watching fucking movies. Monitoring his Traeger from his Bluetooth app. You fucking
No, that one doesn't have the Bluetooth, but I can look through the window and see the temperature. It's not that advanced. I look out my window. It's
dude, that's got to be so convenient, though.
You know what?
All I've ever heard is that the barbecue does not taste the same.
No, because it's pellets. Pellets are always going to be different than a stick
My cousin
burner.
says it tastes. He says it's electric smoke.
Well, I don't know. He's probably right, but the pellets are made in a lab, dude. You take that smoker that I gave you and throw some pecan, okay, or some cherry or some apple in there that's nice and dried out.
Yeah.
You're gonna smoke 12 hours on a couple logs of wood, and no Traeger can compete with that.
Right.
Log.
You know?
I like mine. I like mine because you made it for me. But I have a problem. I'm actually having a problem right now.
What is
my
it?
whole burner's not all like my whole burner's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
burning.
okay. So yeah, like half of them light and the other half don't. It's one of two things. You either need to adjust the vent in the back, it's got like that round thing.
which I played with and I couldn't get it.
Okay,
it
and
didn't
if
help.
it's not that, then you need to take like compressed air and blow out all the holes because
Uh-huh.
propane only moves at 14 or 17 psi, and it gets clogged up. I just changed my burner in mine like yours because I was done dealing with that.
Yeah.
I took
What'd you
like
do?
a pipe
what
cleaner.
did you do to remedy the situation? Like
I just replaced the burner, but it was like 10 years old.
Oh, okay.
Just replaced the burner.
Well, I
It's a
squirt
banjo
mine.
burner.
I squirt mine with a hose the other day because I just had a giant pile of ash underneath it and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just gonna take. I needed to use it the next day, because I made Jennifer pulled pork. She's been after me for a while to make her pulled pork, and I'm like, fuck, I'll make you some. But I noticed when I opened it up, there was a big pile of ash, and I was like, man, I need to do something about that. Maybe because I've noticed that the burner's not been burning right.
Yeah.
So I just fucking got the garden hose, squirt all the fucking ash.
Well, it doesn't take much burner.
And then I fucking drenched that fucking burner. You know what I mean? Just like really close up to it, and it still did not burn.
Here's the thing, T.
It burnt better, but not good.
But see, here, you lay it down.
Yeah.
With the burner orifice.
Can I just take the burner out of there? Or no? Do I have to do some fucking
and replace
jack
it? There's one bolt on the bottom. Underneath, there's one screw. You just take that out and replace the burner.
Okay.
If you want a link, I'll send you a link.
Can I take it out? Would it be a good idea? Would it be a bad idea to take it out and clean it?
That's your best idea.
I'm just gonna do that.
Yes.
Then.
No. Take it out. Blow it out. See, because again, if you got water in there, in that intake pipe where it draws air in, there's not enough pressure to blow the water out. No matter how high it gets.
But it's sat overnight.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not going to dry out. It's in a containment. Take it out, tip it around, clean it out, take pipe cleaner, whatever, make sure all the holes are clear, and then light it up on the ground before you bolt it back in. If it still doesn't light right, then just fucking replace it. They're like $40.
Right.
Well,
doll hairs.
I know mine's not doll hairs. I'm upset that wasn't another super chat.
I can't keep spending all this money.
I mean, your Google review super sticker was awesome, but doll hairs would have been way better.
I should have been like 5 doll hairs.
Yeah.
For you to say.
Well, Mark, I've noticed that there's been a lot of barbecue competition talk. Are you on the verge of retirement, Mark Tanner?
No, I'm not going to retire, but I'm doing barbecue competitions. I'm doing one that I just signed up for tonight in Perry, Florida. 2 months from now. That's the first one I'm getting back into.
Okay.
Then there's one a few months later right in Jacob's neighborhood that I think I might go to. Yeah, and if I do, he can come hang out. And I'm going to just do local meaning the state of Florida.
Okay.
And if I get enough points to qualify for the higher end ones, I would consider going out of state. Man. It's so much fun.
Yeah, dude. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. I have a buddy that I used to game with a bunch. He used to do Memphis in May all the time, do the wing and rib competitions up there all the time. Yeah, he said he loved it. He had a pretty good barbecue team that him and all of his buddies got together and did it.
Right.
Seth, loan me $2 so I can join the secret podcast. That's weird that Mike Nichols of all people is not a Sacred Order of the Squeegee guy. That's super weird, but it's cool, dude. It's probably the satanic ritualistic logo that we have. Maybe that's what it is. The all-seeing eye. He's like, I can't be a part of that. But yeah, dude. I'm super stoked for you, Mark.
It'll be fun. I'm gonna
get off the fucking phone, you guys.
I just sent you the link for the burner. Okay.
Well,
that's what I was doing. That said, I'm going to get back into practicing. Obviously not with the Traeger.
Right.
And I'm going to do.
You have a really nice smoker, though, don't you?
Yeah, it's a Backwoods Competitor. It's called. Yeah, Backwoods Competitor. It's a charcoal smoker, and it does have the automation. I put the DigiQ on it, which does link to the phone.
Okay.
To maintain the temperature, and so I gotta work on my chicken. My briskets are good. My pork is good. My ribs are good, but I gotta get my chicken down because that's always where I don't do as well.
Chicken's hard.
Yeah. Well, getting a crispy skin
Really?
Yeah, where it's not dry on the
Hard.
inside. Where it's
Really,
not
dude?
dry on the
Right.
inside.
Right.
What's weird is what's weird is my chicken, my smoked chickens are the best thing that I do. You ask
That's great.
my mom
man.
and Jennifer and all them, and that dude. Well, Jennifer
That's
will say
usually
about
hard
pulled
to
pork,
do. That's usually
but
hard
my
to do.
fucking smoked
Yeah.
chickens are fucking gangster, bro.
Yeah.
You pull the
Dude,
skin.
I've
You,
made-
hey, you go between the skin and the breast, don't you? With your seasoning and shit, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I cut
Really?
the skin. I fold it back,
Uh huh.
and then you scrape the fat off the bottom of the skin, and
I
then
don't do
fold
none
it
of
back
that. I don't
in,
do none of that.
so that it becomes crispy. I've made it where you bite into it and it burns you, like the liquid comes out. It's so juicy.
Oh yeah,
But
my
I've
shit's
only done
always
that a couple
juicy, but
times.
I've never scraped no. I don't scrape no fat out of the chicken. That's craziness.
Well, in a
That's
competition,
crazy
they
talk.
want you to cook thighs.
Do you? Yeah, but do
Okay.
you want crispy skin or don't you?
Yes.
You gotta at least some of that
You
fat
got
in
to
there,
crank the
dude.
smoker up to like 400
I
degrees
don't
the
know.
last few minutes.
Oh yeah, if
know.
you're taking the fat out, it makes it a little bit harder to crisp.
Yeah.
Oh, my chicken's good. I don't know.
No, it's going to be fun. Like
Clearly,
I said, I hope,
clearly, your soft skin chicken, you've got it figured out. Me with my crispy skin, that's fucking, moist.
yeah.
You could squeeze the liquid out of it. I try to give Mark like any kind of fucking tips. He just like poo poos it. Like you don't know
I
shit.
do not.
You're
I
a
listen
fucking
to
idiot.
anything anyone
It's
has
cool.
to say.
Except
All
for
I know
if I-
is,
Except for if I work on Mondays, then we're best friends.
yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I will just say that because the competitive spirit is a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. I cleaned a few windows today using the slide brush. It feels different. Yeah, it's a synthetic boar's hair brush. And, it's got the nap is a little bit different build. I don't know what's going on with Jacob, so I'm just going to pull him off the screen there. He keeps leaving and coming back, leaving and coming back. But, I think he might be having some technical difficulties. But yeah, it's a pretty cool brush, man. It's a pretty cool brush. I like it. I'm not too much of a boar's hair guy. I'm not really. I got to be honest. I'm not a huge fan. But that new boar's hair brush, the light brush that they came out with, is fucking excellent. I'll have to repeat that.
Just look at the boar's hair, and the synthetic boar's hair is like using a latex condom to a lambskin condom.
Correct.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
Well, I just want to know. I just want to
I'm
know.
a dirty piece of shit.
I used the
baby.
synthetic boar's hair, and I was very
Never,
happy with
dude.
the results. But I almost wonder if synthetic boar's hair is just nylon colored to look like boar's hair. You know what I'm saying? Is that possible?
I mean, I have no idea. I don't know.
I mean, I would assume it should be more rough.
I know the
like
double
more
rinse
bar-
bar is pretty cool on
rough.
Yeah.
Whenever
McGruff.
she's in dragon.
Not once, not never. 0.0%.
If I'm doing it, I'm doing it.
If I need to sheath it, I ain't going in. man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, then that's worrisome, my
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Tim Huber's gay.
I'm either trying
Yes.
to make kids or I'm not. That's it.
You have one of those long nosed ones. Does it get lumped up in the condom?
Who's
Seth?
Harry Sue?
I've honestly never put one on
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Jake-
my whole
hey,
life. Yeah,
Mr.
man.
2%,
Yeah, right? I mean, let's
hey.
be honest. I guarantee you half the
Why
time.
is it all bumpy?
Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. 2% says Jake Van Orden is the Henry Sue of window cleaning. Who is Henry Sue?
I guess that's
the barbecue
maybe the point.
competitor.
Harry
Maybe
Sue.
that's maybe that's the point of his comment is who the hell is that?
I listen.
hell's
Like
that
I
guy?
said, I tried to. You know what, dude?
I ain't trying to be. I'm
this
trying
has
to be
gone-
petty
this-
as fuck.
This has gone back. This goes back a long time. You know what I mean? Back when Seth was still on Facebook, Jake acts like he has no idea about it. But back when Seth was on, me and Seth both went back and forth with Jake on many occasions, and he was always so fucking nasty. And I was like, you know what? I'm removing myself from all these groups. And Seth was like, I'm getting off fucking Facebook. And then I stopped seeing Jake so much, you know what I mean? And then, then occasionally I would see him comment on stuff, you know what I mean? Because I'm on the back end of a lot of websites. So I see his comments, like incessant commenting about things. And, I was like, man, this guy just like this guy's got a real fucking heart on. I don't understand what the fuck this guy's problem is. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he sent me a fucking friend request on Facebook to my personal Facebook. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give Jake a try. You know what I mean? Well, see. And then he said that shit about fucking Zane. You know what I mean? It's just like, this dude is just not a nice dude at all, man. You know what I mean? Like, just not a nice dude. Like, so I just got rid of him.
No, man.
And then just like, and it's just like, it's just like, why do we have to, like, why can't we just get along, bro? Why do we have to talk about Google reviews not mattering and, how, make Richie Blue stupid for not selling grackles instead of silencers? You know what I mean? It's just, what are we talking about, dude? You know what I mean? Ain't you got nothing better to do? Like, work on Monday? You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
What is the window cleaning industry turning into?
Well, we don't even talk about window cleaning on our
always been a
podcast.
fucking shit.
Filled with fucking
dipshits.
I'm not gonna say it. But
What business can you get into for less than $100? I mean, let's be real.
I mean, I meet most of these motherfuckers around me.
Mark, that's a super valid point. Say that one more time.
It is. What business can you get into for less than when I started?
The bar to entry's too low. We need to make it more expensive.
When I started, you could drive behind a mall, get a free bucket from a Chinese restaurant, the soy sauce bucket, right? Yeah. You could go to anywhere online and buy a squeegee for $6 to $8.
That's not even the same fucking burner, dude.
I know, that's a new burner and it's a better burner.
You got that one. You're using this one.
I just bought that one.
You better be using it, because if you ain't using it, you're like, here's a $29 one. Buy this one.
Dude, let me tell you.
This one is a very nice.
Is a better burner
okay.
than what you have.
Okay.
Yes.
And that goes, I'll put it right into, does it have an attachment on the bottom for a nut or no?
It has an attachment on the bottom or on the side. You'll use the bottom one. You just need one screw to hold it in place. Okay. Boom, done.
Well, I'm saying that the screw, the mounting point, it'll mount in the bottom like the old one does.
Yes.
And then it'll go through the side like the other one does.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. You'll be happy with it. I put it in mine, and you barely have to crack it to get your 225. You literally light it and just adjust it to where you got the blue flame, and then make the flames on my smoker like an inch, and that bitch will be up at 225 in less than 5 minutes.
Okay.
Done.
All right, I'm ordering it tonight then.
Yeah, it's a great burner.
I want to get like a smoke or two with it before I do my 4th of July thing. I think I'm gonna load my smoker up. I don't know. Let me not say that, because I can't spend that much time at my mom's house. And my mom drives me fucking crazy, man. She does.
That's a mom's job.
Drives me nuts. I
I
can do about 8 hours of Mary, but like 16 hours of Mary, that might be too much, Mary.
It might be too much for her too.
I'm sure that it is. I'm sure that. I'm sure.
So you know what?
Get the fuck out of here! Give me some food, dude.
Cook it at your home and reheat it at mom.
Yeah, I hate doing that though. See, this is the thing with my mom though. This is the thing with my mom.
I guarantee she's a sweetheart to everyone else, though.
Oh, she is. My mom's a sweetheart to everybody but me.
In the whole world. I love your mom.
Listen, this is the thing. Jennifer and my mom want pulled pork, but they don't respect the time that it takes for perfect pulled pork to come out. Yeah. Like you cannot rush that.
No, it takes longer than a brisket usually.
Oh my God, I'm hungry. I'm hungry, bitch. You're the one that asked for fucking pulled pork. You could have said fucking ribs and chicken. The shit would have been done way fucking sooner. You're the one that asked for fucking pulled fucking pork. It's going to take probably 16 hours to fucking smoke that 9-pound fucking thing out there. What do you want me to fucking do?
Right.
I mean, how you really feel.
Right.
I feel like I don't want to go to my mom's house.
Dude. Well, I was saying 4th of July, I want to get a couple of good smokes in before 4th of July, because I want my barbecue to be on point. You know what I mean?
Well, you want to figure out where your cook
what
time is at.
I think I might do is buy a camper and then put my camper in my mom's front yard, and I'll just that way I have my own space to go into away from my mom.
Just so, right? Imagine you just put one of your
yard. You might as well
when I come over.
This is
America.
This is for when I come over and I don't want to talk to you anymore.
My wife is really trying to get me into this campground. It's probably going to happen at some point. But
what, the camping thing? Dude, you're a 40-year-old father of 2 children.
Yeah.
You need to have a camper, bro.
Yeah, but the
that way you and the wife can go out. as a family, and you guys can still have a social life around the campfire at night and play with the boys during the day. And you got a place to throw those two fucking knuckleheads in the fucking camera. Say, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm gonna play with your mom's titties. I'm playing with mom's titties. You go in there and fucking shut up, all right?
LL Cool Luke and friggin' Little Man T. The little hats they have to wear in the sun, dude, is my favorite part.
You got to make sure that the next time the boys have hats on, you send me a picture because Jennifer is living vicariously through you guys.
I just sent him. I sent him to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jennifer,
I mean, if you want me to
Jennifer and
resend
Elena, Jennifer and Elena are living vicariously through your pictures, bro. They
all right, here, I'll send them to you right now. Got them somewhere in here.
They love them. They love them some. That's you can't. Hey, Jennifer ain't ever met a baby or a dog she ain't wanted to fucking hold. You know what I mean? Not one. Not one in her whole
There you go,
life.
TJ.
Thank you.
That's them boys.
That's them we them boys.
Yeah, right after it, brother.
Good for Seth.
They just look like the grumpy old men,
They look like
in the
their
kayak,
mom.
dude. Yeah, they do.
They look like their mommy.
Yeah, Luke looks real like his mom when she was little.
I don't know which. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know which one's which. I just know yellow hat, orange hat. That's how I tell them apart.
So yellow hat's Theo. Luke is orange hat.
I'm still not going to be able to tell.
Theo's got more of my round face going
I'm still not going to be able to tell because they look the same to me.
Yeah, I couldn't.
It's weird when people are like, I don't know.
I
I'm
couldn't
like,
pick them out of a lineup.
You're gonna have to like give them shirts that say L. You know what I mean? Because Uncle TJ is gonna fuck that up. Uncle T Squeegee gonna fuck that up every time.
Dude, you'll come over and see them, and then like in 20 minutes you'll be like, which one is the other one again? So everyone does.
Have you guys ever discussed that maybe one day we might mix these two up, and then it'll always be
it
wrong?
was weird. We bought these bracelets for him to take him home with because we're like, there's no way we're gonna tell. They came out, and we could like maybe it's biology and nature. I don't know what it is, but I immediately could tell who was who. Yeah.
Jennifer just
Dude,
sent me a text. Jennifer just sent me a text message.
She's like, you better send those pictures to me.
She just sent me a text message. Let me see them babies.
when I was in high school,
she'd be watching it.
Two guys that were identical twins, and one of them was much better in school than the other, and it was not that the other one was dumb. He just didn't apply himself. So he would get
that's weird because that's what I tell Jennifer.
And his brother would swap classes.
Let me see them babies.
He would go.
Listen, good old babies.
He would always go in there and go to his brother's classes, and nobody would know. And I figured it out because I was like, I knew they were twins.
Yeah.
Because they were both on the wrestling team, and I was like, "Hey, Chris," and he kind of looks at me, and I'm like, he doesn't know my name, and I'm like, motherfuckers. And he's like, shut up. My brother sucks at this class. I got to get him some good grades.
You can't ask us that, dude, with the official dog of the American Window Cleaner, because 3 of us here on this podcast have Labradors, so we're biased. Yep. Tim's got a lab. I've got 3 labs, and Mark's got 2 labs.
Yep.
Yeah. I had 2 golden retrievers, which might as well be labs with long hair.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
what's the key to becoming a 0-degree master? Distance away from the glass and practice, but that's something you'll learn when you practice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it only works if you're at the right
Everyone gives me a lot of shit about the. Jennifer said they're adorable. Everyone gives me shit about the 0-degree squeegee on residential work and shit like that. Listen, dude.
Who's giving you shit about that?
Like I do to TikTok, fucking
everybody.
Instagram, like everybody.
Why?
It's nonstop, dude. It's nonstop. I don't know. But listen, I'm not busting out no fucking A-frame ladder for something I can get with a 12-foot pole. If you suck, just say you suck. And then we could just move on with life.
Especially if you work solo. Like, I get it. If you got artillery mold on the glass and like you don't feel like using a pole, you just take the ladder out. Cool.
Or you could just fucking stick a scraper on the end of under your pole and stop being a pussy your whole life.
No, you can. I'm just saying both ways are fine. But also saying one way is better than the other is crazy. If you want
I'm not trying to do that shit on the second floor, but if it's within 12 feet, I am hitting that shit, bro. With a pole.
Hit it.
Especially when you're like solo dolo. Like
Laney said the babies look just like little Seths, is what. And I think Elena might have a crush.
It's weird.
on
Everyone sees a little different though.
Probably
It's
shouldn't
true.
have said that. Yeah. She's probably gonna be mad that
Yeah,
I said that.
don't say that out loud, dude. Yeah, no.
You're the handsomest guy on the podcast besides her father, so you know.
I know it's hard to be. I mean, you know, TJ's a
Just
tough,
ask my
tough-
dad. I look just like my dad. Like, did you guys see that video I posted on my?
What's up,
I mean,
little Haas?
I've seen your dad.
Fuck you,
yeah,
Jacob.
yeah. Little Haas over here. Little
Yeah,
Haas.
dude.
Little Haas.
Little Haas. You did see that, Seth?
Yes. Well, not that, but I've seen pictures of your dad before. And
Well,
I'm
what
like, oh
I'm
my
saying
God.
is, I
You look
posted this
just like
video.
him.
So I'm at the parts
The
store.
fucking hootie doo.
Guess what? The fucking
The hootie-doo.
I lost another hootie doo on the truck today, Mark.
Goddamn, dude.
But it wasn't
How'd you do that?
it wasn't the Motorcraft hootie doo that I replaced. It was a different hootie doo.
Yeah.
So I ordered a Motorcraft. I'm just gonna replace him with Motorcraft as I go.
Yeah. I would.
But
I would.
I'm in the parts store, and this dude, I have never met this dude in my entire life. One guy walks past me, the next guy walks past me. He's like, "Hey, what's up, little Hoss?" And just kept walking, and I'm just like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" You know what I mean? And I'm just like, I continue talking to the parts guy, and then he starts walking back. I'm like, "Do I know you, man? Like, who are you?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm so and so. Your dad went to school with my dad, and I met your dad a couple of times. There's no question that you're Hoss's son. You look just like him." I'm like, "Fuck, dude." You know what I mean? Like, shit.
It happens, man. The
Yeah,
apple don't fall far from the tree, dude. Yeah.
Mom said your kids are beautiful. I think that might be the first time she's seen them.
I try to send pics in the group.
I try not to
I
share.
try to keep up.
I mean, I feel like that's our private shit. If you say, "Hey, show,"
Well, I
it
feel
to-
like if it's if
I mean, I'll
it's
show it
your
to Jennifer,
family,
but
it's fine.
my mom is fucking weird. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I'm not showing my mom.
I always show my wife little Otis. I'm like, oh, look at Otis.
Otis.
Although he hasn't sent too many pictures of Otis lately.
No. He's too
I think
busy.
I saw his 5-month one. I haven't seen the 6-month
He's
one.
too busy fucking fishing with Mike Nichols to take pictures.
Well, he's too.
Yeah, you don't
did you
like
guys
it.
see Michael Nichols' video of him cleaning windows, and then it was just Jacob on the inside texting?
Yeah.
Texting my wife.
He's texting
Oh,
his wife
is that what you
probably,
did? All right, fair
probably
enough,
about
fair
the
enough.
baby.
Yeah, I was just laughing watching.
He was
Mike
actually,
Nichols.
I mean, as much shit as we give Jacob, I mean, he's actually being a responsible father.
I mean, he's a good dad.
Ain't that fucking weird how people like, we're such
I can
pieces
give
of shit.
Jacob. Yeah, I can give Jacob all the crap in the world and never be like, oh, yeah, he's a good dad.
Oh, look at Jacob being a good dad.
Yeah, what are you, a good dad, dude? Screw you, brother.
So I have a question for everybody. How's your first spring under Trump going so far? Your second spring under
What?
Trump, or fifth?
yeah,
He,
fifth.
he
fifth
won't
spring.
get rid of the rain.
He won't get. I mean, Trump has definitely launched some
Crazy rain.
chemical warfare, rain modification shit on us. But we know who controls the weather. I'm not gonna say who, but we all know.
There's a
Rain
country in the
big.
Middle East about this big, dude.
But how's your guys' years going so far?
Great, man. I got
Great.
no complaints, man.
Good. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we're busy.
doing pretty good too. You know, today I got out. You know, of course, I'm out early because I was like, man, it's gonna rain at some point eventually today.
Very nice.
I'm all the way on the other side of the fucking. You know, I mean, I'm doing my Wednesday morning routine. I went to a Wendy's. It's about 20 minutes from me, from where I live. I'm out there cleaning windows. A guy calls me that owns Jersey Mike's here, and he's he's like owns a chain of them, and he hits me up and he's like, "Hey, I got your number from our Sandusky store." He goes, "I got a ribbon cutting today in Fremont," and he goes, we dropped the ball. The windows are filthy. They got tape on them. Is there any way you can get out here?" And I'm like, you know what I mean? Because that's a little outside of my service area for a storefront job. I'm just like, you know what I mean? I really don't.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was like, and he's like, he goes, "Well, I want to tell you." He goes, "I'll tell you this." He goes, "You know, I know." He goes, "I know you know that my 2 stores are new around here." He goes, "I'm opening up 6 more stores," and he gives me all these fucking. I'm opening one in Bellevue. I'm opening one in Clyde. Da 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 da. And I'm like, okay. He goes, "I'd like you to do all of them for me." He goes, "And maybe," he goes, if we talk about it more, maybe we can settle on a price and you can do all the ones that I own, which is like 15
Oh, yeah.
of these bitches.
It's a good deal.
So, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, I'll come out there and I'll do it. You know what I mean? I'll head that way. And I was like a fucking hour drive one way from where I was at. So, you know what I mean? I was all the way to the one side of my service area, and I had to go all the way to the other side of my service area. So it was like, you know, it was a haul. It was like a 75, 80-mile drive, you know what I mean? One direction for these restaurants, or for this restaurant, this one restaurant, which only took me fucking maybe 5 fucking minutes of paying assessment, like 20 fucking minutes. It took me to do the job on the outside. It was really quick. Got the inside, was, you know, a little slower, you know, because you're getting shit off the windows, but still, you know, overall, you know, I mean, I think I had 20, 30 minutes in the first initial cleaning on it. And I met the head of the Chamber of Commerce over there, and he asked me for a bunch of cards and shit. Now I'm doing all the fucking, the city buildings.
Dude, that's how it works,
How crazy
man.
is that?
Yeah.
Well,
I actually got some city buildings the same way.
Even if it was a ribbon cutting ceremony, and the whole Chamber of Commerce and all the fucking bigwigs were there for it, you know? And it just so happens the dude walks up to me, we're talking, he's kind of giving me shit about, you know, this, that, and the third, and he's like, hey, you know what? Do you work out here? And I'm like, well, I do one building. I do like a 3-story building in downtown there. And he's like, oh, yeah, I know the building. He's like, can you give me a few cards? And it just turned into fucking more work. How cool is that? How cool is that?
Man, it's the best. Sometimes when you take on something that you're like, man, do I really need to take it on? You get it. It's kind of like, you know, kismet.
Well, I mean, as of right now, those 2 Jersey Mikes are really like, this drive is going to be for once a month. But it's a good thing it's only once a month.
Once a month, it's not bad.
Yeah, and, you know.
It might force you to try to get more work in the area. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know if it'll force me to, but I think the opportunity will be there because there's what's crazy about this is there's one restaurant right here, but there's like maybe 4 or 5 strips of like fucking 10 stores right next to each other. Just a whole boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So there's potential there for sure.
Of course. Even if you can hit like 20, 30% out of it.
If I can get like maybe another 4 or 5 of those on a monthly basis, that'd be nice. You know, I'd do my Mark Tanner thing in there. Like, hey, I noticed that your window cleaning is not up to snuff. Let me run my washer down your ledge. Here's my cot.
Yeah, if you're going to be in different areas that you have to drive to, when you're there, you go pick up a couple accounts where you are to make
that first thing that popped in my head. The first thing that popped in my head was, "Hey Jason, why don't you find a good employee? Shut the fuck up." Mark, what I'm my question, Mark. When you're doing like in these storefronts, do you actively pursue or do you just just kind of investigate first before passing
the surrounding stores?
Yeah.
I make sure I walk by with all my equipment so they see what I'm there for, and I'll usually wave if they give me eye contact. Then I go do what I'm going to do, get that out of the way, and then I'll walk by and go, hey, not for nothing, I'm cleaning your neighbors. If you want your windows professionally cleaned, give me a call. I don't even give them a price. If you're turn around and start walking out the door and they say how much, it's sold. It's done.
And me too, Jason. I got help when I need it. But anyways.
But yeah. I mean,
I wish Mark's fucking microphone sounded like that all the time. Ain't that crazy?
It's because it's closer.
Yeah, because if you put it, no,
have it over here.
No. It sounds like absolute dog shit the way you're talking right now. If you put it in front of you like everyone else does, you'd sound like
set
everyone
it up
else.
straight.
Yeah,
Don't
dude.
have it crooked like that. Make
Now
it straight.
Could you shut
Look
up?
how good that fucking sounds, dude.
You sound so much better, dude.
Jesus.
You sound really good.
I don't like it in
hear you.
front.
You don't have to have it that close.
Yeah, I mean, Mark, you can't see
Tighten the knobs. Put it straight up and down. Tighten the knobs up and push it away from you another maybe 2 inches.
Okay.
Now there you perfect. Now talk.
That better?
Yes, that's
that?
beautiful.
It sounds
You
sounds
never
amazing.
told me this was directional.
Oh
I
my!
thought it was
Are you kidding me?
directional. I didn't
I
read
hate
the box.
You. I fucking hate you.
It sounds like you know what you're talking
Dude,
about.
I hate him. He does that. He says shit like that on purpose.
He does it on purpose.
He's such a fucking dick. Him and Jason Lehman both are fucking dickheads.
We are.
Say, hey, Captain Obvious, thanks for saying the same thing
we
1,000
exchange
fucking
nudies all the
times.
time.
You and Mark Tanner are both a couple of dickheads, old dickheads.
Hey, you're late.
Working on Monday, bro.
Hold on. Monday.
But yeah, it was really nice. That it was a nice little reward there for like saying, yeah, I'll come and fucking do it. If the manager, if the district manager of the ones that I'm already doing wasn't such a cool dude, and then I probably wouldn't have done it. But the owner just the owner calling me. You know what I mean? It's like, this dude's pretty. I probably wouldn't have done it if that guy wasn't so cool. Because he's like,
either way, if you had a little time,
you
know what I mean.
Didn't,
like
it
worked out.
I didn't. I was late to my
You
next
made it
job.
work. Yeah,
I made it work though. Yeah, I made it work.
Hey, made it work, man.
You said it rained today.
What would you say is an average price for storefronts? Trump era seems to have people tight as bullfrogs' ass. I don't know. The people that spend money, that have been spending money, always spend money on window cleaning.
Right.
I mean, that may be different for commercial work. And I'm sure that it is because the cost of things.
Area,
the cost of things are a lot higher now. Tim's been super quiet during this podcast. You haven't said like maybe 3 words, Tim. It's weird. It's creepy. It's like you're jacking off in the background.
I am.
I'm doing it.
Cost of everything is a lot
it.
more expensive now. You know what I mean? Like, not only has Etaray and Unger and everybody passed on their misfortunes with tariffs down to us, but even fucking McDonald's is like, hey man, cheeseburgers are more expensive now, so we're gonna have to either make cheeseburgers more expensive or clean our own windows. You know what I mean? They're gonna clean their own
cheeseburgers, man.
I don't know. I mean,
so I do see a little bit of that. Like a little hesitancy from
Dude,
commercial.
let me just say this. I don't give a fuck about paying $10 more for a fucking cheeseburger when my gas prices, I spent $500 a month less the last 2 months in a row.
Yeah.
Okay. When
yeah,
that
true.
sniffy fuck was in, okay, I had to call Marathon Speedway and Racetrack and have all my credit lines increased because we were running out of money halfway through the month. Okay.
Sniffy pains.
Now I don't even.
It was a little
have my
rough.
credit
It
line.
was.
It was rough
I mean,
there.
for everybody, I mean, I live, as everyone knows, in a very liberal state. I will tell you the spending here has gone through the roof. Like, I mean, I have a whole plethora of nonsense to deal with here, but like, people are just spending money. Like, I remember when the election happened, they were like,
I don't know, Chris, tell me what's going on with Black Diamond Rubber, man. What do you know that I don't? What's your problem? What's your experience, sir? I don't know what's going on with Black Diamond. All I know is that the round top 14-inch Black Diamond soft rubber works great in my 0 degree every single day. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell you, man.
Yeah, I guess it's all personal experience.
Yeah.
Rubber is it's like cigarettes. You know what I mean? You could be a Winston guy, and I'd smell a Winston and be like, get this thing out of my face.
Yeah.
No bull.
I mean, if you're talking about the sale and stuff like that, the 70% off and stuff, they're just out of stock. Oh, it's out of stock.
Yeah, it says out of stock.
The reason for that is because there's
sold out.
I don't know if this is above board or below board or
maybe save it.
Yeah, I'll just
save it.
Everything is cool. Everything's cool. Just getting some stuff sorted out is all. You know what I mean? Everything's cool, but it'll be back. No problems. You know what I mean? Just ironing some shit out. Some shit needs ironed out.
Just like the grackle, it should be back.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, man. I mean,
Flaw free.
Yeah, flaw free. I work on Mondays, bro.
That's 5 words.
Yeah, just it's just a supply issue. That's all. They'll get it sorted out. I mean, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but they're fire sailing Black Diamond Rubber. They're just trying to re up their stock. That's all. That's really what it comes down to is just a stock issue. Just trying to rotate stock. That's all. It's just something companies do. You know what I mean?
Take these.
And knowing Casper, there could also be a change because Casper is known to do that. Casper's known to tinker. He's a tinkerer. You know what I mean? He's like Richie in that way. rubber is not Casper's. That's not his bread and butter. Casper does rubber for other industries like scuba diving suits and medical gloves, and rubber is just a pet project of his. So it's something that
the little rubber pieces that go on top of freaking syringe bottles, shit like that.
That's kind of his thing. And I did a big podcast or one-on-one with Casper about this, and like the squeegee rubber thing is something like a window cleaner came up to him and said, "Hey man, can you make this stuff?" You know what I mean? And he was like, "Oh." You know what I mean? He stopped in his his factory, like, do you guys do this? And he's like, "Well, I mean, I can try." You know what I mean? And that's how that's how this all started. So Casper is actively always pursuing better rubber at all. He's always like reaching to do better. You know what I mean?
This is more like a passion project for him.
Yeah,
per se.
That's what I'm saying, Chris. It's a stocking issue. They're rotating the stock. You know what I mean? That's just all there is to it. So, but yeah, man, it's just, he's the type that he's just going to keep after it until he gets it right. You know what I mean? So it could be something along the lines of that. I would not know for sure, but what I do know is the stock thing. They're just rotating stock, man. I mean, you've seen they fire sailed it. So I think there may be some changes just in like maybe the way they're doing things is all. Just changing up maybe. I don't know. Maybe he wants to make space rubber. I don't know. No, but really it's just
maybe
rubber.
you've said enough and it's time to shut up.
I'm just fucking. I already told you what it was. It's too late. It's too late. I already said it. They're just rotating stock, man. That's all you can do. Clearly, everyone knows. It's not a secret. They're fire sailing it because they're fucking making some new rubber. They're gonna send out some new rubber to buy. Nothing you can do about it.
All right, folks.
Make it consistent.
Yeah,
I'll be right back. My niece wants to sleep over, so I got to give her some pajamas.
Okay.
Well, I'll be right back.
Some of your pajamas?
Yeah, it's just there was clearly I'm not exactly sure when and what time or where all at and everything. No. I think a lot of folks were having some consistency issues with it. You know what I mean? And I think some things probably got into circulation that shouldn't have been in circulation. I think that's what it is. So, and that's all that. How can you track that down? You know what I mean? Other than sell it cheaply and get feedback from the customers, refund those or replace for those who want it, and correct the issue. That's really what it boils down to. Just a stocking issue. They fire sold it. So they're just restocking it, I think. You know what I mean? That would be my guess. I would not know for sure, but that's just my guess. That would be my guess. So.
And what would it be for you?
Mark said that it was a consistency issue. You know what I mean? And I would tend to agree with
for
him.
me it was. For me it was.
Just a consistency thing.
I get frustrated with it. You know what I'm saying? I want one piece to work as good.
And it's not something that's typical either. It's over the last year or so, I want to say.
Yeah.
It's been a little inconsistent. Now, and he's well aware of that. You know what I mean? He's not blind to that. You know what I mean? He knows. And just, sometimes you gotta make decisions. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You're not gonna like what I gotta say, but the Unger soft. You know what I mean? The Unger rubber. Like, I don't like the profile of an Ep.351 rubber to use for 0 degree work. Even in the I'll be honest, even in the Mormon channel, the whatchamacall, you know what I mean? I'm not even a huge fan of it in that either. You know what I mean? All I use is Black Diamond Round Top Soft in my swivel channel. Like my accelerator handle, I use it in that, and I use it in my 0 degree. That's all I use.
Someone asked about the docket. I worked for a company that had a docket
Yeah,
to cut the
I've
rubber.
never had
We
one,
could
so-
never make it work right, no matter what you did. It's so critical that it has to be clamped exactly 100% straight. Out of like 10 pieces, we'd get 2 to work acceptably. So we just gave up on it, you know. I mean, but so there's that. I mean, maybe they've improved that tool because that was about 25 years ago when I played around with that thing. It's expensive
Yeah.
to buy one if it doesn't work the way you want it. So if it was refined, I'll say, and works better, I would consider buying it.
I mean,
But again,
there's only so much you can, and that's what I mean. If you listen to the podcast that I did with him, with Mr. Sorbo, I mean, like he said, there's only so much you can get out of rubber. That's why he made the adjustable squeegee or the squeegee channel, the adjustableness
3x4.
in there, the 3x4. The reason why that's there is because of the docket, so you can cut a piece of rubber a couple times, and the profile stays the same. You can just move it up a notch, move it up a notch, move it up a notch. That's the whole deal behind that. So.
right.
Rolling.
I just rather just fucking get another piece of rubber.
Oh, Seth's back. Hey, buddy.
I
I'm back. Yeah, no, my niece wanted to sleep over, so I had to get her some pajamas.
Yeah, I
You're
don't
good,
know.
Uncle.
I mean, again, what I said about Black Diamond, that's just pure speculation on my part. I don't know the insides and outs of it, but that would be my guess. Is I do know that there was a consistency issue.
Just your thoughts and opinions.
Yeah, just my thoughts and opinions. And I know that, they were fire sailing it everywhere because of that consistency. There was, I think, some bad rubber might have gotten out. And you can't, how do you track that? You know what I mean? They're like, where, they don't know when, they don't know how. Because a lot of shit, you got to think, a lot of shit has transpired over this Biden administration. I mean, like COVID, all the shit that's gone on. A lot of shit has been fucked up for quite a while. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah,
shit,
a lot of manufacturing.
Sorbo wasn't fucking
taking a
making
hit.
rubber for how long? Like a year?
No, but you know what? Their shit is fucking consistent.
Yeah, well, that's because.
But yeah, you're right. It wasn't making it.
Yeah, that's because he was like, you know what? I'm if I can't get what I normally get, I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? And there are some other companies that were like, we're gonna do it differently and just make do. So that might have been in some cases. We're like, I will say that out of the last 3 dozen round tops that I've fucking used, I think maybe 1 or 2 of them I had an issue where it's like, man, dude, no matter which side I flip this bitch to, it's not wanting to do shit. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not performing like it normally does. So, yeah, my platinum I ain't had no issue with. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. That would be my guess. Unless,
The platinum piece, the platinum chain.
they're just getting rid of fucking... They're not going to make squeegee rubber no more. All they're going to do is make donuts for hemorrhoids. I don't know, dude.
Hemorrhoids.
Do you got any of those?
Yeah.
You got any of those?
What?
Donuts for
Yeah, I got
hemorrhoids.
2 of them. I got 2 of them.
You comfortable?
You gotta
Yeah,
keep
I
some-
like sitting on them. They're cool. They're nice. I put one on each booty cheek. You know what I mean?
Yeah, smashing booty.
That's
cheeks.
Mark's sitting on one right now.
No, I got
Yes,
a
you
pillow
are.
behind me.
I got a pillow behind me so my feet can touch the floor.
Behind me, that makes sense.
If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please subscribe. We'd appreciate it. We do this every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. We won't be next week though because I will not be here. I will be away from all of this. If you need
to be here.
to
We'll
buy
just-
some Zero products, my phone number down there. Call me or text me 419-515-2854. I'll sell you some Zero products. You want some awesome ass water-fed window cleaning tools? Call T-Squeege. I'll hook you up, brother.
Oh yeah, call the window cleaning
Call me,
guy.
bro. I work on Mondays. I work on Mondays.
I work on Mondays, Tuesdays. I work on holidays. You should take off with your family, but I
Memorial
was
Day,
at work.
brother, yeah. Yeah.
I guess our service members.
Yeah, I had to work Monday.
It's all fucking lighthearted. We're just.
I'm
joking.
just fucking
Yeah,
kidding,
come on,
dude.
man. Relax, bro. Yeah, Black Diamond Rubber. It'll be back, man. Don't worry, guys. Just they just got some stuff to iron out. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They're busy.
Yes, sir.
They're busy buying up fucking corporations right now.
Happy early birthday, TJ.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey,
Greg.
thanks,
Sounds-
Greg. Thanks, man.
Birthday on Sunday, dude.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, my dudes. Yeah, it's a good podcast. You know what I mean? We do buy good. Tim doesn't like to talk anymore.
Oh no, dude, come on.
What's the problem, dude?
Nothing. Seth was on a roll.
I'm just
Jacob's
saying. I'm
kinda
just
on a
saying.
roll.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Jacob's on a roll.
Jacob didn't get no T-shirt, and he's talking more than you do, and you got T-shirts.
Jacob wasn't here last week. I had to let him get his stuff in.
Yeah,
Mark
but
was
what I'm
quiet
saying.
this
Yeah, but what
podcast.
I'm saying is like he's the only one.
I said more Mark.
Yeah, Mark has been talking to Jake on his phone this whole fucking time, which is weird.
Yeah, I thought more than him.
We're doing what is that?
Hey, you know what's the best part about this is me and Seth talk behind Mark's back about how much we like to bust his balls.
Yeah, we're like, dude, it's my favorite thing is busting Mark's balls. Well, Mark also really enjoys busting my balls.
Yes.
So it's
I do. I
fun.
like busting
Yeah.
everybody's
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah, it's
But-
fun.
we always laugh about that.
Mark is more of like the meme guy. He gets if
Yeah.
there's
Well,
a picture set,
like,
I'm like, oh,
my wife always says to me that my flaw is I never banter back and forth. I get very aggressive.
Yeah,
and then
you're an asshole about
I don't
shit.
go back and forth. I just fucking go for the throat.
Yeah.
immediately.
Right.
But
Yeah,
if
I
Mark
do
is
that.
the one that initiates the jokes, it's super funny, haha. But if you give it back to Mark, he gets super he goes deep real fast. It's like, dude, that's unnecessary.
well,
What do you want me to do, dude? That's just me.
It's
can't-
it's
Yeah.
because you're short. It's little man syndrome. You're like,
What it is.
yeah, I mean that's why Micro Mike wants to arm wrestle all of us because he's fucking little. You know what I mean? Like, I want to get these big guys. They're mean to me. I'm gonna do steroids and arm wrestle them. You know. Lotto, that tank top don't fit you.
You realize if he loses to me first, it's over for him, right?
I'm not. I've already told Mike. Listen, he's showed me bottles of fucking Tren and shit. I'm not arm wrestling a dude on fucking steroids. You're like, grow up, you fucking
Right.
weirdo.
One of his back pimples will pop and go in
Yeah,
your
dude.
eye
Like,
and
what are we
shit.
doing, man? What a loser. Micro Mike's a fucking loser, man.
I won't arm wrestle him. I'll
Don't
just
matter,
pick
he's
him
like,
up and
we're
fucking
friends
body
now.
slam him.
We're friends though. We're friends though.
he's gonna be like, TJ, how could you? You betrayed me.
Yeah, we're friends though. Yeah, man. Thanks for everybody for watching.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for all you channel
Peace.
members out there, these new channel members and stuff.
Let's be
Thanks,
friends.
everybody. Let's be friends.
Yeah.
Hey, man. And the main thing is make sure that you fucking work on Memorial Day, brother. Work on it.
Get on my day.
Give it to me harder, big boy. That is the smoothest pole I've ever felt going in and out. Worry or not, it didn't make it right here. Anybody got a problem? Give it to me harder, big boy.